The Four Kingdoms are calling once again. It is time for Ioth Academy, episode 111. I'm tormented by gnomes. Joining me, we've got Crowan, Leg Day, and Lemon Kiwi. Crowan, how you be?
I'd be pretty good. Still on my normie arc, going outside. It's kind of weird, even though it's like winter. But it doesn't feel like winter here. It's like 40-something degrees for Minnesota. That's pretty good.
That could be way worse.
So we take those.
Yeah.
Big dubs. Big dubs for sure.
Shout out to climate change.
Yeah, right.
My
Yikes.
homie.
But I'll take it for now until it gets way worse and we can't just, okay.
That's a later problem.
What can we do?
That's not a right now problem.
Do tomorrow, that's what I say.
Exactly. Legs, how you doing? How you feeling?
It is winter here in the frigid wastelands of southern England, unfortunately. So we're trying our best to keep warm. I'm excited. I forgot entirely where we were. I loaded into the map and I was like, oh yeah, there's some going down, isn't there?
Right.
One week off and suddenly fell amnesia.
It happens though. It happens so fast. It's like you have to load everything. Everything got, deep stored and has to be decompressed. Yeah, exactly. It's like we zip filed all of it. Lemon, what's up?
Good. I'm glad my computer wasn't working before this session started, but we got to fix it in like 5 minutes. So good for now until it is good. But overall, good.
Every single time that I open up OBS before a show and it's like update to the latest version, I go, I should really do that, but not right now.
Yeah, because when you open OBS, it's like I can't afford for you to break right now.
Yeah. It's like you have one job. That's all I need from you. Oh man. When last we left our heroes, they were in the legendary interdimensional tavern called the Golden Bough, whose doors can open wherever two or more are gathered in storytelling and merriment. On the night of their first real high school party, when they had snuck out and stolen all sorts of adult beverages and consumables and culture, in the middle of playing Never Have I Ever, the door banged, and they all immediately thought, of course, it's the wardens, it's grown-ups. It was Morco, the Great Bear, one of the great competitors in the fairy games of the Archfey, competing to see who has the right to Ioth Academy's magic. Our young heroes were then drawn in through the door into this wild place and have been competing on behalf representing champions of the same academy. We've already passed one test, a test of strength, and now they are in a test of loyalty. Upon first arriving, they met Knights of Terra Nimbus, their mortal enemies, and a chosen of Boreas, the North Wind, who they slew in combat earlier this year. After some tense words, the knights departed.
God, that was this year.
Yes. We've been moving. Months have been passing. Like, time is actually progressing. It's just, dearly fought every inch. Now, for the second test, a test of loyalty, Cyrus had to pick one member of his party to be decapitated. And at Garnet's urging, as she's planning a way to survive aforementioned decapitation, Cyrus nominated her. Obviously a difficult decision for the girl to do that to the girl he likes, but he trusts her. That is where we left off. Before we proceed, the Light of the Pearl has already been played. For the next hour of real time, you all have advantage on insight checks and wisdom saving throws.
Oh, lovely.
Before we continue with the scene, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody need anything?
Nah, killer.
Okay. As Cyrus nominates Garnet, the Great Bear grins from ear to ear, his bushy beard sort of flaring out as he does so. He rubs his enormous hands together.
This young boy has then chosen, what was it, Garnet? Like the shiny stone. I like that. Garnet. Garnet. And Cyrus. And given that one has chosen the other, now the choice falls to the rest of you. All the rest of your companions, Cyrus and Garnet, I call upon them to vote on which one of you two shall be decapitated.
Oh. I thought it was gonna, and then Smith just stops talking, looks around.
What? Why are we doing this? He already chose me. What is this? Why does this have to be political?
The
Cyrus
choice,
is a very good leader. We agree with Cyrus.
What?
this is a test of loyalty. Will the rest of them honor your decision? Who do they like more between the two of you? Who do they trust more? All are being tested, not just one or two. Therefore, I call upon the rest of you.
I don't remember. Before last session, did Garnet let us know that he had a plan, or just Cyrus?
We put the death ward. I know Athel put the death ward
I
on
know
me.
the plan. So Athlor's kind of taking the front line. I vote Garnet to be decapitated. I'm not
If you
sure
vote
who
Garnet,
we're
put
voting.
yourself up here.
It's just voting Garnet for the killing or
Garnet
to be killed.
to be killed. Garnet gets
Okay.
decapitated. Cyrus gets decapitated.
Athlor looks guilty.
Follow, yeah, follow Athlor. It's like, oh god. Hopefully that actually works out.
Okay. That leaves Sven, Renobi, and Dorina kind of all standing there going, what the hell?
Watch her at least gestures towards Sven, just like, come on.
She looks at Garnet and winces and looks at you with a, are you sure?
Just kind of points at Athlor
Mhm.
and shrugs and like nods slightly and yeah, I think so.
Cyrus is trying to urge Renobi and Dorina over to Garnet's side. He got a 9 on his charisma check, and they have not had potions of lesser restoration. They are still wildly intoxicated. I would also like to note that the laughing god smiles upon you. The party has a pool of 3 lucky dice that must be used this session.
Okay.
There's some other stuff happening too, but you know, we'll see how that plays out. What will the lot of you do? Renobi and Dorina are still standing there.
I mean, I guess even if they stand on
we've
their
got them
side,
outvoted, so
I mean,
Yeah.
Cyrus,
democracy has spoken.
you seem nice, but like, we've known Garnet for a while. You know, we've been through some shit.
With 60% of the votes reporting and 100% for Garnet, you're debating this.
I'm just, so it doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter. Oh,
Someone's gonna die either way.
I don't want either of you to die. Where do I go to
Nice.
vote for nobody dies?
That's a good question. I want to know that answer too.
You could just leave.
Can we all leave?
I mean, bang
No.
your point.
Oh.
What do you mean no?
You two have already volunteered. The rest of you don't have to stay here for this.
What are you gonna do? Physically stop him?
He looks down at you.
It would be considered a forfeit.
Mm.
What happens if you forfeit?
You lose the games.
Then the
Okay.
wild card wins this game.
And what do they win?
One step closer to our rightful inheritance.
Which is?
A magic that you have been sitting on and bottling up for years and years.
I mean, I have a healing potion.
Oh, that's peasant magic.
I mean, like at the academy?
Yes. Ever since Ioth put that blasted sphere around the place, the flow of magic between the other world and the mortal world has been bottled up and caught. That's not how it's supposed to be at all. It ought all to be loose, flowing free on the wind. Or the rivers, I don't care.
You got into the academy before, right? Couldn't you just, I don't know, take some magic if you really wanted to?
It's the very existence of it is really annoying. I don't
What are
care
these
if a
golems
bunch of
for, by the
nerds want
way?
to study magic in a big tower, but keeping all of that bottled up for themselves, blah.
What are the coins for?
What? Don't change the subject.
While this is going on, I'd like to message the shadow lady.
Mhm.
And hey, you know how I helped you out that one time? And you let us have safe passage and it was an agreement. If this blade hits my neck, could I ask that you not let me die or be beheaded?
Garnet, my jewel, of course. I owe my reality to you. It seems fair. And I'm sure that you would do the same for me, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I have a plan, but just in case.
Your word is enough for me.
Okay. And she'll just like kind of nervously smile as the
Mhm.
chatter continues.
All right. So is anybody... Renobi and Dorina are now looking at the door, looking at Garnet. They don't want to be responsible for voting for her death or for Cyrus's death, but they also... They are... Go ahead.
I think Garnet's gonna turn her back to
Mhm.
everyone so she doesn't have to see who's voting or like
Mhm.
whatever. And I'll just say like kind of do what you have to do and we'll turn around. And although she's like trusting of Cyrus and she really does feel like she's gonna die because she she's looking at her hand. She doesn't see anything different from the death ward. It doesn't feel different.
Mhm.
And it's kind of stupidly thinking, oh, well, if everyone just had a death ward, then nobody would die. How do I know this thing is foolproof? Is it foolproof against axes? I haven't done deep
Mhm.
studies into death wards before. And Cyrus could probably tell there's awkward energy between them, like as she walked up towards him. Because on one
Mhm.
hand, she, likes the trust that they have together, but like deep down, it's why didn't you volunteer yourself? And why are you not hesitating to put me up on the chopping block, literally? So she has like kind of mixed feelings towards Cyrus right now that so she's gonna turn her back and whoever takes whatever vote, she's just not gonna
Mhm.
know.
Mr. Moko, quick question. If-
What?
Okay, but just if only them two have to be here and all the rest of us could leave, then there'd be no one to vote, then what would happen?
Well, you wouldn't be around to find out, would you?
But they would, and someone would live.
Well, then you can ask them.
Never mind.
Mason, Athalor, is there anything else that you want to do?
I think we have the votes. I'm not sure. I mean, it worked on you, looking at Mantra, thinking about the Death Ward.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work, hell now it's going to turn my intestines into caterpillars.
Let's just hope it works and we don't have to deal with all that.
I love your optimism.
I mean, what else do we have right now? There's no plan B or anything.
True, after this one, we need to challenge him to something we're good at.
Is he gonna let us? I mean, maybe we can make him.
Who gives a shit? We'll show him up in front of his friends if he cowards out of the 15-year-old's challenge.
Okay. All right.
Invoke that he's a big pussy in the fairy games or something.
I think, yeah, he wouldn't want that kind of disrespect on his name. Yeah, we can do it.
And providing Garnet is still alive, which she will be, positive thinking,
Mhm.
probably have some kind of like, nerd off about magic. The trial of Arcana.
I like that. I like that. But and Monster kind of looks around the room. Do you think anyone here is good at magic? You just like choose a champion that's really good at magic. Hmm.
I mean, we can just challenge him in his night.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Good
set?
plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's decided. Two of you are too chicken to even pass your vote, and the rest of you are of one mind. I nominate Bersalak from my court.
Hmm.
And the knight steps forward. And he just thumps his own chest. And he points to this extremely drunk old lady at the bar. And she walks over. Yeah, that seems fair. Drinks it down.
Wild Court, who would you see decapitated?
And literally, not everyone in the room, but all the satyrs, all the satyrs nearby, all the sprites and pixies nearby, all immediately point at Bersalak, the Green Knight.
Fair enough. We'll go first.
And the great bear reaches down, grabs Bersalak's head, and rips it off.
Is there like a twig where the spine would be hanging forlornly?
No.
They're like blood everywhere.
Nope, the head just pops off.
I try and look inside the helmet.
You see vines growing out of it, reaching for his head.
Oh.
The
Wait,
fuck?
that's not fair.
The vines grow back in, and
Wait.
what? What?
I want to. I want to use bed space to take the helmet.
What?
Okay, so you're gonna steal his head?
Yeah. Does he have disadvantage on con saving throws while he's dead?
Yes. Here, I'll go ahead and roll this. Give me a sec. You have magic
Needs to be
resistance?
an 18.
Yeah, he has magic resistance as well. So that flattens out to a normal. A 9. You now have the Green Knight's head.
I look inside the helmet.
You see a bundle of vines, twigs, leaves, and stuff approximating a human head.
What's up? I begin circling our little group so that the helmet's in motion. Okay. Our turn.
The body is now walking with the vines growing out longer, like continuing to reach towards you. The body sort of stumbling blindly towards you, trying to reunite with the head.
Can I tell if this is magic coming from that knight or from Morco or
Roll a nature check with advantage for identifying magical creatures.
nature?
A 21. Ah. If the Green Knight's head is severed by a vorpal weapon or by other means, magical vines sprout from its neck, and the head reattaches by the start of the Green Knight's next turn, preventing the Green Knight from dying from the loss of its head.
Oh.
Mason, open the hole. Open the hole.
I okay. Are you sure? Okay. Fumbles in his bag with the
I chuck my
portable
head in.
hole thing.
Close the hole.
Has to like unfold it and put it against the ground to like open it.
I drop the head in and then kick it. Kick the cloth away.
And then starts, scrambling to grab the cloth.
The Green Knight's body stands up. The vines sort of just like waver around in different directions.
Thanks for the trophy.
And you hear people clapping and hooting and hollering in all different corners. Like they thought that was hilarious.
Are we supposed to give it back?
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh,
Maybe later.
how much later?
We didn't enact violence. He ripped his head off.
The drunk halfling at the bar with the long gray hair. The rules don't say you get to the head back.
Just feel like that might be in bad faith or something, and then if they
In bad faith, we've been kidnapped from a school. We don't know the rules. They do. This is all in bad faith, Mantra.
I mean, we walked through the door though, right?
Yes, we did.
Uh-huh.
We still haven't been told the rules, have we?
I mean, that part definitely true. Okay, all right.
All right, enough of
We are
this.
playing in good faith. We'll play in good faith.
Your turn, tiny person.
Me?
Yes, we've
Why do
played
I have
our
to go
part.
second?
Because
There's
you're the
other
only
people.
one left to get decapitated.
Isn't there a drunk person over there that volunteered?
Oh, no, it was so Bersalak, it's like your handsome boy toy there. She flings her hands in Cyrus's direction. He picked, and then he picked someone else, and then all of us vote. And nobody voted for me because they all know how the game is played. I mean, if you chopped my head off, I'd be dead.
Can I insight check her?
With advantage because of the light of the moon, yes.
Is there something she's like not saying?
Let's see here.
Is she hiding something?
What's she cooking?
She's very casual about all of this.
And
Not in
these
the-
people don't look like they've seen some shit. Like these are not just a bunch of murderous looking people.
Oh, you got some red caps in the corner.
But besides them,
some of them have seen some pretty heinous shit. I mean, the wild court isn't like the Asili court, you know. Nature, red of tooth and claw, is part of their area of expertise.
oh, while this is going on, can I tell Una to go invisible
Mhm.
and do some shit?
Absolutely.
I would like Una to go and climb up this tree
Mm-hmm.
and grab however stealthily they can, grab a branch or whatever would count. I don't know if a leaf counts. Smallest bit of whatever of this tree that I can get that would another death ward, for insurance.
Backing death words.
Is there an indication that Garnet is doing this to us?
No. Well, I mean, that's her call.
But you probably see my eye, like I have my back turned, so you probably haven't really seen me. I'm probably like eyeing Una and like messaging them in my head. Yeah, and Garnet's very scared, nervous, and very stressed, but you probably can't tell because her back is turned, and she's trying to do this on purpose to not make anyone feel bad if this goes wrong.
You said messaging in your head like we know that Una needs a distraction.
They can go invisible, and plus Milo said in the last episode that I could take a branch. I don't know if he was kidding, but he gave me permission. So if Una does get caught, then whatever. But
Cool.
we'll see. If they get away with that.
Roll a dexterity saving throw for Una, please.
Okay, there's no save.
It'll just be dexterity. 10. You have a Laughing God D8 die that you can spend, and you have the 3 Laughing God lucky dice you can spend. Do you want to, or are you going to let that 10 ride?
Yeah, let me re-roll. So wait, lucky God dice means you get the other dice?
No, that's the Grey Jester.
Oh.
The lucky God dice is just 3 luck points. How unfortunate.
Okay, whatever. Is this trying to climb the tree, or is this just like... Okay, go on, sorry.
Something.
As Una flies towards the tree, Milo grabs a mug and then whips it up into the air, catches Una in it, and slams it down on the ground, on the bar, like you catch a wasp.
Oh my god, this guy's cracked.
Messages Milo, hey, be gentle with her. You said I could have one.
Yeah, I said you can have one. I didn't say she can have one.
Okay, well, my hands, I'm a little busy right now. Can I,
That sounds
my
like a you
escort,
problem.
so my escort can't grab me one?
Nope,
Can you grab me one?
I can. I'm not gonna.
How much gold do you want? To walk 10 feet.
Yeah, just come over when you're done.
No, I need that now.
Again, sounds like a you problem.
You're not going to get your tip at this point. Is going to command Una to try and get out and figure it out while this proceeds.
Okay. It seems that Athalor has disconnected from us, and I don't want to tear your head off until he gets here. That seems unsporting. So we'll just go ahead and keep stalling until he gets back. Is there anything? Oh no, he's back. I just need to
He's
repatch
back
him
for
in.
me.
Yep, hang on. He just didn't repatch. By the power vested in me from across the astral plane and through the firmament, I summon thee.
And wasn't this planned with an axe? Like, I thought there was like a whole axing block thing.
There
Or is
was.
he just ripping people's heads?
I mean, he's ripped one person's head off.
Raise his hand. So how is the manner, what is the manner of this? What is the method you were choosing? Are you using your hands?
Yeah.
No, that's, I don't want you touching me. Can I have an axe?
Yeah, you can have an axe. Somebody get me an axe.
Be
I'm
quicker
actually
that way.
Looking around to see if anybody in here has an axe.
Would a giant hammer work?
No. Why don't you have an axe in a beheading game? What kind of beheading game is this?
Or like a big sword? Would a big sword work?
Yeah, big sword, big axe. Axe is just better.
He'll go ahead. I'm still trying to get legs back, and for some reason he's not patching in.
Uh-oh.
But they'll take the Green Knight's sword since his body isn't currently occupied. Hang on, just trying one more time.
No, I don't want to be chainsawed. What kind of movie is this? That's messy.
We only have one half of the
Africa.
conversation. Oh, we got you back. We got you back.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah,
He-
it's
Where
a
art
bad
thou?
night.
I don't see him.
Oh,
Do you
he's
hear
here
him?
for me?
No.
This
Oh,
is
no.
so haunted. Okay.
I
Lemon.
need to
Should I
refresh.
refresh?
Yes.
I'll refresh.
Yeah, you refresh. You're the only one who can't hear him, so you refresh.
Okay. I can't see. Okay, this is a bad time to complicate things, but I also can't see Crowin.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
you also refresh. Everyone refresh. Everyone just F5. Chat. Well, they're still not here. Never mind.
Now everyone's gone.
Yeah, everyone left. I told them to.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
That boy.
All right. I think my British infrastructure might just be effed up tonight.
Nice. We're back. We're back.
Is everyone good? Everyone can see each other?
One.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bear King.
Let's kill that princess.
The Bear King grabs the Green Knight's sword from the confused, headless body of the Green Knight.
Okay. How do you want this?
Mm.
Just a little chop.
Doesn't
No,
Cyrus
no
get to do this?
Hmm?
Doesn't Cyrus get to do this?
No,
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
I don't
Oh,
want his.
Oh, I like
Right.
that better. Wait,
You didn't necessarily-
Teams one.
did you give him that idea?
He's
I
like an asshole, apparently.
I thought that was the idea too. I thought you're not alone.
Okay, good. I don't know.
He shoves the
We're
he
just
shoves the
dumb, I
sword
guess.
at Cyrus, who sort of stammers for a moment and then says, "That's not what she said she wanted."
It's
You
just
asked her-
like now pale looking at Cyrus holding the sword.
He's not holding it. It's being shoved at him. That is
okay.
not what she said she wanted. You asked her how she wanted it. That's not what she said. You would be a rude host if you don't listen to her.
Hmm.
I mean,
Agreed.
killing her in the first place is also rude hosting.
Yeah, but like even more rude. You don't want to like be rude stacking on top of
That's
rude.
true.
That'd be double rude.
It's terrible.
Bad for your image, I think.
Do you want this twiggy boy to do it?
No.
Make up your mind. I have got all day, but I'd rather not. I have drinking to do and feasting.
Just gonna like shove all the like plates and drinks off of the table here and just will like lay on it, but like sitting up for a second, and she kind of looks over to see if Una's struggle got any. Is she coming back with the fucking branch or what? Like,
He is not.
okay, then do I get to choose how I go out? Can
As long as your head is separated from the rest of you, and it happens now, sure.
okay. Lays down and is gonna activate shadow form and
Oh.
be sort of wispy, but still like look like a body, just more shadowy. And she will close her eyes and hold an action. If this is turn-based.
Morco points at all of you.
You all wanted this, except you two, who were too coward to make a call of any kind. All right, here we go. Let's see if you fare as well as my knight.
And he raises the sword, which is tiny in his hands, up. And with
Watcher looks
tremendous strength, he brings it down on your neck.
He just watches and then closes her eyes and is gonna hold the action of dodging and would like to use the cringe that is this part of the shadow part. If you'll allow it, I would like to squeeze 1 inch vertically, whatever, like whoop, like cheese string style, and curve around the sword.
Okay, all right, here's how we're going to handle this.
Holy shit, you're cooking.
I'm cooking, guys. I'm cooking.
I'm going to have you make either a acrobatics check or a dexterity saving throw against Morco's, I'll use his maul attack. Because you're prone, he has advantage.
Oh.
Mm.
The
Okay.
DC is 20.
Oh.
And it's not going to do 13 damage. That's, you know.
You have that inspo die, right?
Wait, 1 second. Trying to read this entire thing. Okay, I got resistance to slashing, if that matters. 2, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Mm.
And okay, I don't think it does anything to their attacks. Okay, so advantage dexterity saving throw.
You've got the 1d8, right?
Yeah. Trying to figure. Can I lucky then add a d8 and we'll just take
Yes.
the best, or
Yeah, probably.
what is? Okay.
GM things?
Okay.
Oh, add the d8. Add the d8.
d8.
Oh, let's
Hell
go.
yeah. Okay, so are you trying to make it look like are you like collapsing your head into an inch so it looks like it like came off?
So it's like head normal, body normal, neck squeezed around the knife, so it looks like my head is unattached potentially.
Okay, I cast minor illusion for blood spurts.
Does Morco have true sight? Roll an Arcana check, please, for your blood spurts.
Okay. Oh, that's athletics, I think.
That is
Close.
athletics. Please don't roll athletics.
That's Arcana. A 10. It's a very athletic blood spurt.
We got 17.
Damn.
Oh my god.
He rolled a
Bro, dumb.
3. Thunk. Morco looks surprised.
Quickly before he figures it out, I'm gonna look like I'm reattaching my head, like kind of the vine dude is, and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like fix my neck, or just like put my head back on type of shit. As like kind of seeing Athlor's minor illusion go, or somebody's minor illusion go out. Like, okay, someone's getting it. Kind of looks like she's reattaching her head.
Okay.
I keep the illusion going, the blood just goes.
Okay. Roll a deception check, please. Garnet.
Come on, Rizma.
Oh,
A 24 versus a 5.
Let's go.
stupid. He's actually
He's,
stupid.
he's both dumb and stupid.
Morco looks at the sword and then looks at you and
Well, that wasn't supposed to.
he throws the sword aside and just sort of clatters to the ground. I would like all of you. Oh, at that moment, the halfling just bursts out laughing uproariously, with her beers just sloshing all over the place. She's, I would like everyone to roll a perception check, please.
I thought you were gonna say initiative.
That was supposed to happen. That will kill you for real. First. Oh. 17.
Milo is smirking appreciatively at all of you. And Garnet, as you look over, he gives you a
Just like is gonna sit up and drop the shadow form. And it's just like sort of trying to catch her breath as Axe coming down. She kind of had to react very quickly and is gonna look over to see if she could tell who did the minor illusion. I don't know if Athlor did it subtly, or if I know he has minor illusion. I don't know who. If I know your spell list.
Yeah, you've seen me do minor illusion before.
all the time.
Okay. We'll just look at you in mantra as if to thank you without saying thank you.
Right. Why do you think we all voted for Garnet? She's obviously not gonna die from beheading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone knows that.
Like, they don't know that, admittedly. Look, gestures over to the two. But
Everyone else knows that.
speaking of people who can survive beheading, do you want to buy the head of a Green Knight?
Does anyone here want to buy Bersalak's head? Wait, no, hold on. We're not done here. I mean, we are done here. All of my court spoke as one, their faith unshaken. You had lots of squabblings and doubt in your heart and divisions. Therefore, my court wins the test of loyalty. Ha!
What?
Wait,
I'm keeping
Wait.
that head.
we didn't even. What? That was the rule?
Yes.
I was just getting the head chopped off.
Everyone voted. We have more people voting, so we're even more loyal because we all wanted me to die.
Those two didn't vote.
He points at Dorina and Renobi, who in fact did not vote.
Hmm.
Well, great bear man.
I don't even know them. They shouldn't have even voted.
They don't even go here.
We
even
challenge
go
you
here.
under the auspices of the Great Fairy Games for Ioth Academy to the quiz of arcane precision.
Now, wait here just a moment. This challenge is not complete. But, yes, Yes, perhaps there is a great and ancient tradition of these two being united as one. Yes. Yes. The third challenge of the Wild Court is the challenge of merriment. We will combine this with your challenge. I accept your pub trivia challenge.
Ooh, pub trivia.
First, everyone drinks.
And Milo already had like flagons out. Morco reaches down and just grabs one in his enormous hands and pours it down his throat and immediately goes. And he spits out something. You actually don't see anything come out of his mouth as the invisible Una that he just nearly swallowed goes flying out of his mouth from the mug that Milo served him.
That one had pulp.
Serving bad alcohol here? What was that?
Oh my God. It's just like, just trying not to react or say anything.
Meanwhile, Milo the bartender's just.
Mantra.
It looks like they're trying to poison. What?
Open the hole, give the thing some air.
Okay. He's the whole back up, like puts like on the stool next to the table.
Close it back again. Okay, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
On a couple of intervals.
As you open it, you gotta.
Do
Hello?
they even need air? Do they even need air? I mean,
I don't know if it needs it. I'm just making assumptions here to try and avoid a full murder.
That's a good point. We wouldn't want to do a full murder. We've never done that before.
All right, everybody drinks. This is your
And
first.
kind of waves at Milo. Can I
Mhm.
go see the tree now? I'm done.
Go ahead.
Just cautiously walks past the. I'm guessing this is like the door,
Mhm.
or I don't know where the door is.
As you walk past that direction, the hag sitting in the corner, and you can sort of let me blow her up here for you real quick. 1 sec.
Oh, blowing up hags is one of our specialties.
Yeah, did that once. Oh, ugly as shit. Got it.
Absolutely munted.
She's wringing her hands together with her elbows all the way out to here, and just giving you this.
You cold or something? Just keeps walking.
The red caps are giving you the exact same.
Kind of holds up some fingers towards them of how many red caps she's killed, but doesn't say anything. And
The hag
drink?
holds up
Who drinks?
one finger.
and she just agrees with the one finger of the one hag they killed.
Mhm. All right, Sven. Oh, I don't see Sven as having taken one of the potions. So Sven, Renobi, and Dorina are all going to roll saving throws against intoxication. The rest of you got sobered up magically, right? Or you were already fairly sober? Which was it?
I
Magic.
believe we got the potions of lesser restoration.
All right, so this is your first drink, which means you don't have to roll anything.
Nice.
Hooray!
What do you want, by the way? There's most of everything that seems to be served right now is honey mead, but you can get something else if you want it.
Oh, Athel would see if they have like, I assume because Nenri is like quite forested, there'd be like a Nenri cider industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they
Nenri cider.
actually, I think they have really nice wine. They have cider, but
Ooh.
like, they also have a really fine wine.
Cider's better if you're planning on not getting absolutely shit faced.
All right. Milo reaches down under the bar, pours you out one, passes it over to you, points at
Much obliged.
Mason inquisitively.
I'll have what he's having and points to Athalor.
Pulls on another one, drops it in front of you. Garnet, you have. Go ahead, Mason.
Takes it, walks away like a little bit, but like still drink in hand. And if you'll allow it, upon drinking it, would subtle spell cast shape water, and like just pretend to drink, but like have the shape water so it goes like past his mouth, down his neck, like through his clothes, and into his water skin that's tucked into It's like inner pouch.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
is rope. Okay, cool. Just make sure we're staying extra sober from here on
I had no plan. I was just going to drink.
out.
Garnet, you are behind the bar. Milo is serving everybody drinks. And even people who are not involved in this challenge, people who aren't part of the wild court, are all rushing forward to partake. What are you doing back there?
Can you describe like how much of the tree is exposed? Is it like encased in something? Is it
No, the whole thing's just
off the
growing back
ground?
there. It's like growing out of the back. Almost looks like it's growing out of a barrel in the back there. And it is as big as it looks, and it's all growing forward.
And I don't have any knowledge of this tree, whether from like Ariana talking
One
Ariana
moment,
talking
please.
plants. I think Cat just destroyed something.
Yeah, I think that a cat is having a heavy shenanigan.
Yeah, can you still even hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we got
good.
you.
Yeah. Untermeowler is sending regards to another cat. So
Busy day of
roll
regarding.
roll nature for me, please, Garnet. Flat. This is not a magical creature. 20. Golden bough. Golden bough. A golden tree is infused with vital energy. Very, very powerful source of vital energy. It life.
Is it
essentially.
dawn?
Not dawn specifically. Life specifically. Healing. It fends off death. So it's considered an amulet against death magic, like necrotic energy, specifically. If a spell deals necrotic damage and you have a cutting or some piece of a golden tree, that wilts first. It absorbs some of the damage. Same with other forms of death magic, exposure to special forms of decay, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
The only source of vital energy more powerful than a golden tree is Arakura's blood.
Oops.
So I just do I just take a branch, a leaf, and is asking Milo for instructions?
He'll look at you and just shrug.
Can I take some for my friends too? Please.
Yeah. Do like a branch
Okay.
each, okay? Don't get greedy.
Okay. And is gonna start picking at branches and will hold an action for when Milo is especially distracted.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Me, water
Mm.
with lemon.
And that umbrella.
Fine, and lime.
Not a winner's drink.
Well, okay, make me a winner's drink. That's not
Yeah.
poisonous and will not kill me, not cause damage or anything harmful.
He produces a parchment, like a legal contract from his pouch, and holds it up like, okay, anything else? And the other parameters, precepts, conditions, exceptions, tenets, subparagraphs, footers.
Well, only new bartenders need to make order tickets. Can you remember the one drink?
He laughs at you and goes over and makes a drink. He's distracted. He's making a drink. What do you do?
I would like to take my quill
Mm-hmm.
and write a void glyph on a side of the tree that is not visible.
Oh.
What?
What
Oh.
the fuck is she cooking?
Oh.
Oh.
After she takes the branches, of course.
Huh. Okay.
Is she the baddie?
We keep asking that question. I wonder if the answer changes.
You've broken it. This is the least expected course of action.
All right, round one. Hit me.
Since leg day is currently at 3 a.m., Athalor poses him a set of metaplanar like geometry equations to try and solve to determine like the like location of a gyre in real space.
Up your arse.
Incorrect, but close.
We'll call that
Pretty
one
close.
for you and one for me.
Nope. That's one for us. None for you.
God damn it. Fucking hell.
What does it do?
I mean, I'm cooking. If you would like to see where the cooking is going.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Guessing no one saw, so is gonna return to the party. And is the tree showing any wilting or any sort of effect at the start of the damage? Any physical sign?
Not immediately. It will shortly. Are you waiting for it to do so?
I'm waiting for a slight wilt.
Okay. You'd see that. It's sort of like a dimming of its light spreading from the back.
And I guess like as they're going into round 2, or they're continuing their quiz, and actually, Ioth Academy wins all the games. It's gonna point at the tree. Ioth wins or the tree dies.
The entire bar shuts the hell up. Mason and Athalor, what do you do?
Fucking wide-eyed, just staring at the whole bar. Everyone's shutting the fuck up. Doesn't make a sound.
You could hear a penny drop.
Everybody is horrified. At you.
It's just like giving him the most like serious, I'm not fucking around face that she can.
Everybody is now looking at Milo, who is leaning on the bar with his elbows, doing one of these.
I want out of these games, and I'm tired of you guys trying to kill teenagers for your stupid little games. We want to go home, and we don't want our school to be in danger, or for you guys to keep kidnapping kids.
Roll an intimidation check, please.
Okay, well,
An 11.
I have inspo from detention if you'll allow it.
Yes, that counts. That totally counts.
Come on, money. Okay, money.
Damn. I'm going to give one last chance to Mason and Appler if there's anything that you want to do.
Nah, is there a way to give ourselves advantage on initiative?
I'm extra ready for something to happen. No, I mean, I guess, hold an action for restoration ward on Garnet if someone tries to like attack her, I guess.
Milo stands up, walks over to the tree. You can't see his face, just his hair is sort of ponytail behind him. Puts a hand on the tree, reaches around to the back, makes like a wiping gesture, and the tree stops wilting.
Do I still feel my glyph active?
It's been disabled. It's been destroyed.
She's just gonna keep her poker face on.
Mhm. When he turns around, he is completely serious. Nothing you can do is going to keep the school completely safe. I'm not in charge of these games. The only thing I'm in charge of is this bar. Get out. And abruptly, all of you are hurled by an unseen force, flying through the air, bouncing, physically colliding with the furniture, and taking no damage whatsoever, no pain whatsoever, slamming into other inhabitants who might as well be made of like anchored in reality. You just bounce off of them as all of you are flung out the door. And when it all closes, you're all in a heap back at your school.
Oh.
What just? How did?
Are we still holding our drinks?
Yes.
Oh,
Pretty
got a
much.
to-go cup. Souvenir mug bog.
Take a
I wasn't ready to find out what other stupid games they wanted to play.
good move. What the heck did you do?
Put a void glyph on the tree, but they somehow disabled that.
Was the tree important?
They had more care for the tree than they did for any of us, so
Wait, you did your void stuff on the tree and he just got rid of it?
I mean, I could have stopped at any time if you asked nicely, but
But
these guys don't mess around with their shrubs.
has anybody else ever been able to like stop a void erasy thingy?
I usually do it on objects, and maybe one person, but they died, so no, I haven't really had this removal happen, but not that I'm very concerned, because we're back here, and she holds up the branches. Maybe we can plant these. I think Ariana taught us about what's that?
Are they
that
still
word?
glowing? Propagation.
Yes.
Yeah, if you plant branches and water them, they should be able to sprout. I don't. Maybe we can make some of our own trees.
Was that thing growing out of a barrel?
The ground, from what I could tell.
Oh. Okay, I like that idea.
Let's just never go back there again.
Just taking stock here.
Not like,
Just happened.
well, I was having a great night up until I almost died. And I was not having fun. I was having fun, and then I wasn't having fun. Until I almost got killed. So I decided no one else gets to have fun either.
Oh,
All right.
mutually assured destruction is a fantastic personality trait.
Mm-hmm.
No fun allowed.
But I guess we won as you got away with it, and they thought they were going to get away with it, but oh shit!
What?
We should tell Elle now.
Do you reckon they're going to want that head back?
Oh,
Can we
I
regrow
mean-
another knight?
you gonna plant a helmet of a
one
knight?
loyal to us?
It's vines and shit. Maybe it's
Oh, maybe we can talk to
sprout.
Mason. Open it up. Let's see if we can talk to it.
Okay, all right. Puts it against the floor, pulls out the helmet. Yeah.
Hello,
What is this miserable, dingy place?
Ioth Academy.
Wait, do you need air down when you're in the little thingy, the portable hole? We weren't gonna call it that.
Out of
I
what
fucked up.
lungs? It has no lungs.
Oh, true.
True.
Do you just have like membrane based gaseous exchange or something?
Sunlight,
Magic.
water, soil, air, yes, as all living things need to live.
Soil.
What exactly? Where is the rest of me?
So got kicked out, and you're just still here with us because we hadn't given you back.
You got kicked out of the Golden Bough?
Yeah.
You.
The golden who? I wouldn't say kicked out. I say we volunteer to exit.
Yeah, that.
What was your name again?
My name is my own, and you must return me immediately.
We're not Fae. You don't
yeah,
have
we,
to worry about your name.
We can't do name stealing stuff.
We're
mean,
not
you
meeting on
can-
equal footing. And therefore,
have no
I
feet.
shall show you no
Well,
such
yeah, you
honor.
have no feet, so that's going to be difficult.
We can regrow you, right? With some water and
Yeah,
good
cool.
soil.
You clearly
Aren't
know
you?
nothing of such things. My body is still somewhere. Armor doesn't grow. My armor doesn't just grow back.
Well,
Okay.
Could
well,
you locate your body?
can't plant him.
Not at the moment. It's not here. It's in the Golden Bough. It's not in this piddly mortal realm with its drab colors.
You think they're gonna try to come here and get your head back?
I should hope so. I have been a loyal servant of the Wild Court for hundreds of years.
he did rip your head off.
Oh, yes, that happens all the time.
But over time, you deserve better.
It's in the job description, I assume.
It's one of
So
my
you're
unique
saying-
talents.
Your head can be your body or head can be traced back to each other, so you're sort of a liability and sort of a safety concern. So I think maybe you should listen to our demands.
I am a knight of the Fey Court. My word is my honor. I am not a coward who will be subdued. But I'll hear them.
Hostage situation, any percent glitch.
Okay. Tell us everything you know about the Golden Bough.
The Golden Bough is a safe meeting place between all parties. Their infernals and titans can sit side by side and neither can harm the other.
Didn't seem safe for you.
Wait, what do you mean no harming? They just were chopping people's heads off.
They weren't going to chop your head off. They couldn't. They could only chop mine off because it doesn't actually inflict any harm on me. But you mortals tend to be killed by that. The blade would have stopped at your neck.
Well, it's not a very fun game, and that's not a funny joke at all. Why would they have that game then?
The beheading game is a long-honored tradition. It was started long, long ago in the lands of Debruk, where I marched into the hall of a great king and challenged his finest knight to the game of beheading. After he cut off my head, I promised to return in 1 year and 1 day to cut off his. It was a test to see if his word was his bond, a test of his honor. If he fled, if he failed to appear, then he was a coward. But if he did appear and he was a man of honor, then he deserved the blessings of valor.
So where is the Golden Bough?
It's not really anywhere. It's anywhere where two or more are gathered in festivity, merriment, and storytelling. Whoever possesses the proper token can pass through any door and find it there.
Wait, how old are you?
Oh, a few spare centuries? I I switched over to the wild court after the whole messiness with the kinslaying. That was some time ago.
And this tree only exists in this magical bar in a weird dimension.
It is said that in the very garden of the gods, in the high sovereign's castle of Terra Nimbus, a golden bough grows there, his pride and joy, guarded ever eternally by an eagle who keeps watch during the day and an owl that keeps watch during the night. So it is never unprotected. There may be
Milo's a
other
person?
such trees, but I know nothing of them.
So Milo is a
He's
is
the
it
barkeep.
and he's not an eagle or an owl?
No. Not that I've ever seen him sleep.
What's up with Milo? Is he like a normal person? Human? Magical?
He's the barkeep. It's his place. He owns it.
Has
He sets the
has he
rules.
been the barkeep for your entire several century existence
Aye.
and never aged?
Except when he cares to. He's older some days than others.
How
He was
many true names
Pretty
have you
old
collected?
right after the Sovereign of Stone was slain. He was old for a while after that.
How long's a while?
Couple of centuries.
Have you collected true names as a fae?
Me? I need not such things.
But you could.
Ostensibly. Yes. Why?
I have a question.
You're an
Nose.
interesting plant.
Fire away.
So if Mantra's true given name is Mantra and Mason's just the name that he uses with outsiders, do they hold the same weight? Like is Mantra like the true
Nope.
name? And if ever like says Mason, then it's like
So-
different?
If you give a fae one of your names, roll an Arcana check or a Nature check, whichever's higher.
Okay. Let's use an inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Have a couple. Okay, well, 13.
All right. There's a difference between telling a fae your name and giving a fae your name.
Ah.
It's one of the most common ways that they get you. If they say, "May I have your name?" the answer is no. I'll tell it to you, but you can't have it. If they know your name, they can't like control you. They might be able to target you with magic, but it doesn't give them special power over you. But if you give them your name, they can do almost anything. The names of mortals are, because mortals have free will and they aren't like fiends and such, a mortal's name has less power over them than a fiend or a fairy's true name has over them, because mortals are ever changing and the name is supposed to describe the true nature of the thing. But because mortals are always changing and always evolving, that name has a much looser power over them. However, if a powerful fae owns your name, if you give it to them, they can use that to change you. Because just as you are always changing, altering your name can change your form.
Uh-huh. And so for Mantra, does Mason and Mantra have any like difference between the two? 'Cause Mantra is like the
If you
first
give
name.
somebody the name Mason, then
Yeah.
maybe you couldn't use it anymore. Maybe
Oh, okay.
nobody would know what your name was anymore, but they still know who you are because it's not your true name. They wouldn't be able to like remove you from existence or anything. So Mason, a lot of cultures that have secret names, is one of the reasons they do that stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Do you know Morco's name?
No. And if I did, I'd be honor bound not to share it with you.
Insight check.
Insight check, baby.
Roll it.
You still have advantage or no? Oh, don't need
That
it.
ship has sailed. He's being 100%
Ooh.
honest.
Heard.
Do you know someone who does?
Possibly.
Lovers?
No, that's not really how it works. You don't need to know somebody's true name just to. It's very personal.
I have a cold.
I am
Yeah, I
a
gotta give him some
fey
sunlight
being
and
of
soil.
pure, natural, wild, primal power. No, I don't have a cold.
How long can you survive like this?
I've never tried longer than just a few seconds. Usually people are so flabbergasted by it that, yeah, I'm reunited with the rest of myself immediately. This is new. Especially since my body's still back there. I can't feel it at all. I have phantom everything right now.
So what are the rules of the fairy game? Why get? It's just so many rules. Well, what are they? Because they didn't seem to want to tell us when we were there.
Particular rules of that challenge. It was best 2 out of 3. The first was the test of strength. It was moving the boulder. You won that one. The second was the test of loyalty. It was all an elaborate way to see if the lot of you trusted each other. Our side trusted us more than yours did. We won that one. The third was to be a test of merriment. Drinking and singing and dancing and the like.
Was it a test? Test of what? If kids can hold liquor?
I am no stranger to such feasts. It is the third of Morco's great tenets. Be strong, be true, be merry.
Could one argue that your court didn't actually engage in any trust because they were aware of the outcome?
They all
Trust implies
trusted in
risk.
each other. Had all of yours fallen in line without knowing with certainty, then you would surely have won.
How many of the people at that bar did you know? That voted with the Fey court? Your court?
Oh, I would have known all of them.
How many have seen them beheaded before? Seen you beheaded before?
All of them.
So 0% of them engaged in trust. 60% of us did. Because trust implies risk. They simply engaged in theatre. Which would mean we won.
As compelling as your arguments are, young mortal, I'm not exactly in a position to arbitrate on your behalf.
Well, I mean, you might be at some point.
I just don't know why we have to have these games. If they're trying to take over Ioth, like, can't they just shoot us or something? Like,
They
I
just
would
don't
just-
like house having magic.
we can just settle this in war or something. It's slightly less annoying.
The Fey courts do not commonly go to war against each other. The last time that happened, it was disastrous. Lady Rowan and Neve of the Golden Hair have been at each other's throats ever since. They choose other ways to resolve their greatest conflicts, except for the sisters.
Well, I'm glad I'm never going there again. And if they come anywhere near here again, we should settle that without games. How are they even getting into the academy?
The boundaries between this world and the other have always been fairly thin. Were it not for the Golden Sphere, we would be passing through constantly over the years. And the sphere was weakened by the great hand of the Sovereign. And ever since then, the path has been clearer and clearer.
How well do the Fae understand wild magic? Not wild magic, dawn magic.
Many remember the dawn. Though, of those who truly understood it, they are gone. And only their heirs remain. All they have is what they were taught.
So can you do like magic and stuff? Athel's like looking around their helmet. Does it have like a visible mouth that's moving and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a dude made of plants.
Do you do magic?
Are the great feats you have seen not magic enough for you, mortal?
I mean, more like, for our purposes, arcane dabbling.
No, I do no such things. I am one with the wind and the plants, and they answer to me when I speak.
Are you like a construct or like a
No.
plant?
Bah, neither. I am a knight of the Fey Court,
So you're
Can
a
you
fae?
tell us?
What is he?
proudly.
Oh.
What can you tell us about the properties of that plant? And nods over towards Garnet's glowing branches.
A golden bough, a token of pure life. It surges with the first energies of the world set free. It is a piece of joy in the face of death, in the face of despair. A powerful
Can it
amulet.
be regrown?
From a mere clipping, no. Only its fruit can be planted.
What? Ah, what? What?
Hmm.
Is
Did it
this
have-
some kind of? Is this some kind of DM? Is this some kind of like fucking D&D shit? Because you can actually plant branches and make trees out of it.
Of any type of tree?
I can get the Google.
All right.
I literally did this as a kid, but I will.
I totally know this works.
a biology teacher.
Did the golden bough tree have fruit on it, or just branches?
There were no visible fruit.
No visible fruit. Hmm.
Well, while Lemon's looking this up, and can you like merge with plants? Subsume them?
Only if they consent.
Or say one of those branches was to meet your next stump. Would you be able to elucidate some fruit from it?
I've never dabbled in such things.
Hmm.
It
Sounds interesting.
is curious. I have never touched Milo's particular tree. I've never seen fit, but perhaps.
I mean, that would certainly be an honor for one as in tune with nature as yourself, right? To
Only if it
probably
were
get one
taken
of
with honor. Of which I know nothing.
As far as I'm aware, Garnet did have permission to take each of those clippings.
This is true.
It was
And you got
given
kicked out?
freely.
Volunteered to
There-
exit.
There were complications with the merriment.
But if we got it as a, because we can, and we bestowed it upon you as a gift, an act of good faith, and the bough consented,
I loath am I to accept such a gift without compact that binds and protects us both.
I would expect that anyway. Evidently, the power in that branch is quite significant and holy, and I wouldn't want to be stabbed by a powerful green knight somewhere where there's no protection.
Then what is it that you would have in return?
The fruit of such a tree. And
And
your
as this
stewardship over growing it.
that too. It is called propagating though, and it can happen as long as it's a young branch
Mm-hmm.
of any tree. But
Mm.
if this is a D&D rule, that's fine. I was just
It's
using my IRL science knowledge to make another golden bough tree.
So in exchange for this, we shall be so bound. I shall accept this bough from you, and you shall receive from me the fruit of the golden tree. Be that your will.
The fruit of the golden tree that you might grow for us more golden boughs to once again wreath this land in the golden glow.
I accept. You hear him like chewing.
Athel looks over towards Garnet and it's like, "Can I have one of those?"
Wait, so TLDR, so you're gonna trade the branch for?
I'm just gonna poke it up his neck hole.
And that'll grow fruit for us.
Yeah, gonna see if he can manipulate the branch to grow a fruit that we can grow a whole tree from. And then you and Mason still have branches.
Okay. Hands him his branch because we all got one.
Okay. Tell me your name.
Bersalak.
I will tell you. My name is Athalor Unundered.
Be you an elf of honor, Athalor?
I am the only rogue alpha. I am.
An honorable rogue. Fitting. You gonna jam that up the neck
I'm gonna
hole?
jam it up the neck hole.
All right, and on the note of jamming it up the neck hole, we're gonna go to break. We'll be back shortly.
Love that.
Then tell me everything you believe may have occurred.
You ever heard of the ass snake?
I don't know.
Oh, he said ass snake.
I don't know what they preach where you come from, mortal, but that's not actually a problem. We don't really care. That's, whatever keeps being alive joyful, you keep being alive joyful. That's not my concern.
It's more about what we're going to accomplish. I think it's beyond just me. I'll be okay.
It is
And-
beyond us.
Taps Mason's shoulder and, well, our last friend died, but I'll make sure you don't.
Our last two friends.
Oh, sorry, 2. Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
I'm
But you're
going
different.
to.
You're built different.
I'm gonna take that as it was supposed to be comforting. So thank you, Garnet.
They call out to her in Draconic, and she responds.
Wait, do I also see Sventisco for a brief second through the orb?
Roll a perception check.
Alright.
No, you just see this guard walk out.
What do they say to her?
You been there the entire time? No. And she got a natural 1, and she says, Sventisco. I mean, no.
She says her own name like a Pokemon.
Yes.
Oh no!
I need everybody in the room to roll for initiative.
Oh,
Damn, that's so
want your
rough.
girlfriend. Shit.
That's she got a natural 1. I decided she just freaking panicked.
She's trying her best. Okay.
And she rolled a 2
Don't
on the
make fun of
initiative,
her.
so she sits there like an idiot.
Eldritch Blast to the face at the werewolf. I refuse to flinch.
And a nat 20. Critical hit.
I'm just going to reach out, grab him in the face, and just...
Another 21 points of force damage. Oof. Do you want to tell them or should I?
It's not looking good, chat.
Oh no.
Toddleheim
Oh no.
drops to 0.
Make a DC 21 dex save.
Cool.
Ooh, he's
Roll
bad at those.
12d10.
Yo.
Sheesh. Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's me after eating a mild curry.
I know, it's coming out of his butt.
That's true. Wait. Flip it around. Flip me around.
Flip me around.
There we go.
Flip, there we go.
67 points of damage.
All right. Alex melts away and vanishes, replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
Taking a turn.
He
Except that his eyes are wrong. They are filled with piercing blue light.
Oh damn! This room is about to get good.
got blue eyes too. So it's just this guy trying to be summoned.
He's trying to summon himself.
I will go have my shadows teabag the teleportation zone. Proceed to teabag
I need you
in
to
an
roll,
effort to taunt.
I need you to roll a persuasion check to convince the Phoenix Knights not to immediately smite the hell beast that you're riding on.
The horse I'm on? Well, it's because I'm riding the horse. They need to be persuaded not to
Yeah,
dismount
because it's
me?
evil. It's a fiend. It's in league with the Infernals. It is an abomination that must be purged.
But he's
a
just
mal-
a baby.
A malevolent. It's not a baby. As it as it paws at the crushed skulls of the devils.
Eats the corpse of its former rider.
The two Phoenix Knights sort of look at each other,
It's fine.
and they're going to steel themselves against the malevolent force attempting to rise.
Your last saving throw. With a third success, you are back up with 1 HP.
What will you do with it?
I cast sleep at 5th level.
You have more than 57 HP. Do you have more than 57 HP?
44.
I'm gonna get you.
Seems like pieces of the Herald. It is a dream toxin. It has contaminated this entire room, everywhere that it's spread, to poison the dream world in this proximity.
I slap Sage in the face to break her concentration.
Oh no.
And I whisper to Mason, I've always wanted to do that.
It looked like it. That was a hard slap.
Think so.
Oh my god! It's hot! Oh, I'm gonna stop you so. Oh, it's so hot! I don't like this at all!
Genuinely
Genuinely what?
scared me.
My apologies.
But
That's
also,
right.
yeah.
You're on a bound. You're on a bound. Look, Ariana's out. Balvarex, please take care of her. We'll be taking Mason as payment.
He's
Yeah, like the-
collecting snacks already from the food hall for when she wakes up.
Thank you, Balvi. I'll owe you one.
Like as Garnet walks out the door, she'll just be like, "Yeah, we'll just say the drugs came from Balvi."
No. Basically going to stand up. No, Balvi, no. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. It's fine. We will not. No, won't happen. Won't happen. Garnet.
Yes, it's just down the hall.
Turns to Hathor, just how? It's
You get
fine.
used to
Never
it.
mind. It's fine.
Oh, we're gonna grind your bones to dust and then we'll lick it with our tongue. And every time we put you in the oven, we're gonna make it grow and get so yummy. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be tasty, just like we should. You're gonna die.
Yeah, that fire, we dodged it. Ariana didn't. But that's why we all woke up. So
The dragon's fine.
Dragon. Okay, you talked to the dragon?
Oh yeah, that guy sucked. He just kept wanting us to say his name and open the big bad door and oh he's gonna destroy the world and kill anyone we ever want. But I won't. I can kill anybody I want. I don't know what some statue's gonna do, but and he
Okay.
doesn't even know his own name. Boomer much? But anyway, so like but you've slain dragons before. If you can do it, and then
These are the dragons of the world before. Welcome back to Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy, where it seems that... Oh, there he is. Hey, it's working again. Where for a moment I thought that Leg Day had once again been disconnected by the entire Atlantic Ocean working against him, but it seems that we are fine. When last we left our heroes, they were about to stick a twig up a neck hole. Do you stick the twig up the neck hole?
I stick my twig up an echo.
Okay. Thunk. The Green Knight's face, it's all this coil of wood, right? It's not like a solid wooden mask. It's like wooden whorls and stuff that sort of form into a face, almost like if you took a wire sculpture and just mashed up wire to make this. His mustache, his beard of leaves. And as the golden bough is jammed there, the leaves of his beard begin to change color and turn to this shining gold. And the green light flickering in his eyes similarly changes to a warm, vibrant gold. And vines and roots begin extending down from his neck towards the ground at a rather rapid pace, Athalor.
Oh,
How is this working?
I imagine that the vital properties of the bough are reinvigorating the body that was lost.
He is in fact growing a new body around this twig.
Interesting. Gives a little bit of space. How are the other less used to freaky shit students?
Who are more drunk
What
than
just
us.
happened? Renobi rolls over and mutters, "Shut up," and kisses Doreen.
Yep, good solution.
Cyrus, meanwhile, has just been watching all of this. And I don't think Santisco got a potion either, so she's going to go ahead and just looking back and forth between all of this. The Green Knight continues to grow an entire new body of lighter wood than his previous sort of dark, gleaming, glossy whorls of his living tree body. Moments
whitewashed him.
Redrew the character art several times, and every single time it came back a shade lighter. I fucking hate it when this happens.
Green Knight now on Netflix.
On my winter foundation.
Oh. Soon he is standing. He has no armor. His entire body is just out there. It'd be lewd if it wasn't for the fact that he's just a wooden knight with Ken features. But he still has his helmet. Take heed, young mortal. Not once did you ask in our compact for me to stay my hand against those who have dealt me such a grievous insult.
Hmm.
Be grateful that you deal with a man of honor.
Why would
He
I
sort of
ask you to
starts
do that
like,
when I
sorry, go
assume
ahead.
honor? I would ask that when I assume such honor of you. I might make a mistake, but you seem reasonable.
First like that. He sort of starts like poking at this new body, like pulling apart some of the branches and stuff, and like check. I must then be off.
Yeah, let's go see Sig. He'll know what to do with these branches and this guy.
Sig.
And
Who is Sig? Does Sig
You
possess the
found
fruit of the
out.
golden tree?
No, Sig is the master of arcane botany.
Then
try to
I
produce
have no
some
need
out of
for
you.
Sig. You have tasked me with a quest to bring you the fruit of the golden tree by whatever means is needed. And so, given that it lies not within my own body, I shall go forth into the world and seek it out and return it to you, howsoever long that may take.
Looks at Athalor like,
Athel's
Really?
had a little think.
you didn't give him a nat 30, did you?
He did not.
I did not give him that 30. Hmm.
I will not tarry, but neither shall I promise, for who knows where their quest may end, or how long the road may be.
Can't you just locate where your old body was and go there?
Perhaps.
We can help you find your old body with magical means.
Although I do think this one probably has a much higher potential.
I don't know if
Is
the
there
other
only
one is still
one-
mine. This
Only
isn't
one
really
golden bough?
Nay, at least two. One in the very heart of the Sovereign of the Sky's most precious garden. One within the tavern that bears its name. And I am certain that others there must be. For the great silver tree of Debruk may have been grown from one of its clippings.
Can you use the bow presence thingy that has made your new body to locate the others in some kind of way?
Perhaps it shall hearken to itself, but I mean to employ my greatest assets and skills, perseverance and an indomitable spirit, to go forth and find it wheresoever it may be, though that path lead me to the very heart of Terra Nimbus itself. Though I would prefer not to do that, because he would probably smite me. But I've sworn an oath.
Whispers to Athalor. Do we really think this guy's gonna come back?
I think he intends to. I don't know if he'll remain corporeal if he ends up going to Terra Nimbus. I show him the gold coin that got pushed under the door. What are these?
It is tarnished. And the mask
account
that
of
was
the-
split between comedy and tragedy is now entirely tragedy. It's blackened and rusted and corroded. It has like iron rust on it and has that greening that copper gets, and it's got blackened as if it's been scorched. It's completely unrecognizable as gold anymore. And the side of the coin that bore sort of the symbol of the bow is just completely obscured.
Ooh. What was this supposed to mean?
By this token can any doorway become a door unto the golden bough, though it seems that you have been put on the blacklist.
Good. I don't want to go back.
Well, worry not of such things. They no longer trouble thee.
Have you ever known anyone to get on the blacklist and then be, taken off?
Not in my years. Though,
Why do you guys want to go back? They're chopping people's
I'm not
heads
saying
off.
I do. I'm
as
just
I have
curious
told
if
you
others have been
before,
burned.
no blood shall be spilt within that place, and no harm can come to another by the hand of any.
I noticed that none of you were in a hurry to really tell us that before, but
Nay.
oh, and if you do see Morco, you should tell him that by the rules we did have about 60% more trust.
I shall tell him, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, before you go, to help you find your way back here from your adventures, asks him to hold out his hand.
He didn't
And
see
is
any of
gonna-
that void shit back there, so
He's gonna write on his hand a void glyph. If you don't return within this year, you're going to disintegrate.
is my word as a knight not enough?
We're
What if this
mortals, so
quest-
we're a bit on a time crunch. So
You would have me return to you empty-handed.
I just giving you a bit of motivation. That's all.
My honor is motivation enough, and I have not sworn to return here within a year. If my honor requires me to choose between my own destruction, I would prefer that to dishonor. And I have made no troth with you, but with Athalor.
Yeah, that's fine. You also didn't put a timeline in there, so as my client's lawyer, I am introducing a timeline. Unless you see something more reasonable, do you need more than 1 year to go get a fruit?
Should that path lead me to the very gardens of Terra Nimbus? Mayhap.
Well, you can send me a letter, come back, let us know your progress, but how else would we ever find you again? You know, if you didn't check in. So we know you're actually working on this and not waiting for us to die so that the contract is nullified.
Perhaps you really did lose that second task.
It won't hurt you. It's just a little fun tattoo.
Indeed. He doesn't believe you at all. He is going to leave unless he's stopped.
I am wondering as to how the wardens are gonna react to this tree man.
That is a very valid concern. That does not seem to be concerning him at this moment.
We should probably get you out of here a little bit more discreetly, as we are currently on opposite factions of this very game.
Well, however they get in, he can use that same door, right?
True.
Your
I
little
have
fey
not tread
doors.
these grounds before, and I know not where that path lies.
Can you feel crossing points?
Once I draw close, yes. But there is a great deal of magic in this place.
There are Fae here. Athalor weighs up whether we should go and take them to a fairies.
We'll just show him the door. Put him in Mason's little hole bag thing, and then just backpack him outside.
Could do that.
That is so much better than what I was thinking.
You don't mind going back in here for a little bit, do you? Just to get you out safe?
Oh, I do not cherish it, but if it be necessary, then so be it.
Seems at least not to delay you, you know, so you can complete your quest faster. Lays out the portable hole.
Are you a treant? Are you a dryad? Was your mom a dryad? Were your moms dryads? He's gonna go ahead. He just stares at the drunkies and then hops in the portable hole.
Grabs the cloth, All right.
Where to? Cyrus looks at all of you and says, I'll keep an eye on them.
Yes. Good idea.
He probably knows how to use a teleportation circle, right?
Open it up and ask him. Opens it up. Do you know how to use teleportation circle?
Nay.
No, we just leave him at the front door.
Okay. That's the causeway, which is the most fortified.
No front door to the academy. We can just.
It's the causeway. A door would be a vulnerability. The causeway, the moving fortress of the wardens, it has a thing that can like part the sphere, and that's the only official door in and out. So if they pull the causeway
like a
back,
gate.
yeah, if they pull it away from the sphere, there's no entrance.
We can bring him to a secret entrance.
I mean, obviously there's other ways in and out, but if you're just like an army trying to march in, no luck.
There's that crack in the sphere that we used in year 1, isn't there? That little thing we snuck out of that one time.
Also, ways like the kids John used to like go in and out all the time, right?
Oh yeah, you guys are very good at slipping the net.
Yeah, I mean, where do you want to go out? North, south, east, west? Just pick a direction. I'll get you there.
Whichever is closest and the least watched.
You are on a rotating ring right now. So at any given time, you may be you're always equidistant from the spire and from the outer side of the sphere, but at any given time, your directionality is different.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, opens up the hole again. Where do you want to go first? We could bring you to the closest direction. All right.
The direction matters not. The quest is upon me.
Fourth is pretty close to north, so.
Fourth is north.
That's like
whatever.
That's like 80% of a direction.
Just use the. I'm sure the kids Johnny's have like exits and stuff that were like they know were like safer than others, kind of thing.
Yeah, Sven is like I can figure it out.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Well,
Come along,
she's
you're
strong.
okay.
I was gonna say.
You had a few drinks.
Yeah. So
you know.
Do you know how?
Just a little. I mean,
actually, you would. You've been in the Kids John for years. Yeah, you totally know. Never mind. She would not. She would not call you out on that.
I do actually. You taught me all those years ago.
If there's one thing I like doing when I'm drunk, it's undermining my boyfriend.
No, you're smart.
I'll be right back. Be quick.
She kisses you on the cheek, and Cyrus sort of like steadies her and drops her in the pile.
I down beside her and put the to-go cup on the side.
Nice. Wait, do you want more? I have this flask.
Honestly, I think drinking that one was a bad idea, but it's really good.
Yeah, probably. All right, off we go.
Fast forward the.
Yeah.
There's only one complication. As you're making your way out, you hear a familiar voice. Oh, hey, who's that?
Oh, it's Chad.
You coming back? Oh, hey, it's awful late, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know how it is. And the students have got to find time to get exercise in. But
Oh, midnight jog.
Well, you do muscle sports, so you should get plenty of exercise.
I know.
Yeah, he's teaching us how to do exercise.
Even more reason that I should be mentoring other students and making sure they know the value.
Well, yeah, but you're going to lose your gains if you're not getting proper sleep. It's essential to the recovery process. If you're messing up your circadian rhythms, then you're not going to see any development, whether you're doing it for the aesthetics or for pure strength. You should know that.
Mr. Chaddies, I'm an elf. I need less sleep.
Last I checked, they weren't. So if you're going to start doing like a physical training thing, you need to take into account differences between yourself and your students.
Actually, that's great advice. Thank you for that. I'll bear that in mind. And like tries to continue walking. Just like, oh, that was a really good PT gym session.
Make sure you stay hydrated.
Thanks, Chad.
All right. You get to one of the passing points, and you open the bag, and he. I shall return. If I do not return, know that I died in glorious pursuit of this quest. Onward! Bonk! Sort of tries to figure his.
It's there, and you gotta.
Oh!
Let me open it up.
He has to like crawl on leafy bark hands and knees.
There you go. You got it.
Farewell and well met. May your word be your bond. And he goes off
So
wearing
fun.
nothing but a helmet.
Should we have given him like a sword or something?
I'm sure he'll just fashion one from a tree or some shit.
Can he do that? Maybe.
Well, I won't be able to concentrate on that cliff forever, but it'll remain on him. It just won't hurt. But hopefully, he takes it seriously enough that he is back.
Well,
You were bluffing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was as well. I felt that having a hostage from a wild court here wasn't going to be a good idea.
Well, I think you would have made a great potted plant with Sig, but
You're right, but I think that has certain political consequences.
Yeah. The thing is, they probably still assume that we have him. If he's not going right back there and just going off on his quest, then they.
I figure that Faye titter and news of him will just be. I mean, he's a famous enough knight to have a whole color, right? Like,
I guess. Did like the plants see him and start whispering between the plants, who whisper to another Fae, who then whisper all the way back to the Golden Bough? Like, is that
also
happening?
I feel like I'm really onto something that will make. I might not be happy, but I do think it's vindictive enough. I think the Sovereign of Air would really hate it if people had those trees.
we should go plant these branches then. Let's go find Sig, and hopefully he has some.
It is
supplies
at
of
this
knowledge.
point at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, plants don't sleep. Let's go see Sig.
Okay. You.
Homunculus does not sleep.
I plug in the construct.
Do you take USB-C?
What are you doing up?
Hello.
Botany. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Just not gonna ask that question. Bad question. Not gonna ask that question. Oh, let me listen. How about?
Take it away.
Me? Oh, can you propagate these branches, please, kind sir? Hands him. These are golden bough branches. I think we can grow some for the academy. I think you can just put them in water, like soil with water, and hopefully it would. I feel like you would know best, like what kind of soil composition would be best for just like rambling about stuff Ariana taught her. Like, oh, I think this many cups of water may do, but like you know.
Yeah, like pH 30 or something.
Wait, should we save one and plant one, or plant both of them?
Well, we have 3 chances. Well, these are 3 of them. We could.
2.
I gathered 4 total, and I gave
Oh.
them to Athalor.
Oh, well, here's 3. Yeah.
Ow.
Found it.
I believe there's a term between the faculty that's those 3 shit.
Mm-hmm. We did technically find it. Or it found us.
You know how to grow it? Propagate it? Big word.
No.
No.
Ow.
As in, how do you grow it?
Where did this shit come from?
Does it matter? Because
Yes.
What do you mean? Why?
We
Why does it
don't
matter?
have one of these. Do you know how rare that is? I've been
I
trying.
know. You're welcome.
Where did you get it?
This is huge for you.
I know. So you're gonna give us all A's, right?
Are we even taking botany?
No, you're
No.
You're very much not. Where did this come from?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
I'm afraid I kind of do want to know the answer.
Are you going to be mad? Promise to not be mad?
They were given freely. Is that what you need to know? They were not stolen.
I'm gonna need more details. I don't do mad.
So you don't program that? Okay. From a golden bough tree
That's very helpful, Garnet. Where the fuck was the tree?
in the soil.
How about you two?
Hey. Is it? I mean, what's it gonna do if he like really knows? Is it bad to tell?
It was ornamental.
Where do you think it came from?
It wasn't from his garden.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't make big sky dude mad. Yeah.
Well, that particular ship has sailed.
Yeah, we made him mad on account of killing his son, but not from clipping his hedge.
Yeah, they did seem still mad when we saw them.
Who's we?
Oh, that's a fucking stupid thing to say.
It's important.
Another dimension?
You're gonna have to specify. There's a lot of those, Garnet.
I feel like the branches are drying out at this point. Like, I'm not narking on myself, so
no,
I did it. So punish me if you're gonna be mad.
Wait, did you just say I'm not gonna knock on myself and then knock on yourself?
No, I didn't say where I got it from, but I will if the truth comes out. I was the one who did it.
Garnet, this is not a detention thing. All right.
Oh, good.
This is not a bad grades thing.
Because I'd rather get in trouble for that than like anything else we did that night.
Which was tonight.
At this point, none of those details matter to me so far. But the provenance of this unbelievably rare specimen does matter.
Would you believe me if I say a hot guy gave them to us?
Yes.
Am I a hot guy?
I mean, a hot guy let you have them, and then you gave them to us.
True.
I plucked them from the tree.
There was a hot guy in the chain of custody.
Okay. And where was the tree? And who was the hot guy?
I don't know the hot guy's name.
Do I need my lawyer present?
No, Garnet, you are not a child in trouble. All right, this is important.
From a certain tavern that we came across.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter now?
Or but possibly the tavern came across us.
It
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, you could
Honestly-
say that actually is a fair shot. That's me, not Sig talking. Okay, Sig, where are you at? What is your Arcana or Wisdom score?
Does bro know the best spots to drink?
I think Sig is completely immune to alcohol and therefore wouldn't particularly care in that regard.
I feel like it would kill him.
Bro doesn't have a stomach.
Alcohol poison the plants or something.
Ah.
Damn. Shitter.
Once upon a time in our history, there was a hot guy.
And a tree.
There have been more than one Hawkeyes. A tavern. I feel like I would have heard about that.
See, it's not important if you don't know. So like,
No. Is somebody going to come after you to try to kill you for taking this?
Unlikely.
No, no, they don't want us around anymore.
Yeah. Not for that, no.
Okay. That's a roller coaster of emotions.
I know. Okay. It's extremely unlikely that I can grow a full-fledged golden tree from this.
But possible?
It's never been done from a clipping. But doesn't mean there's nothing here. I will take these. This is... I don't know if I should thank you yet. But I can tell you how much this means to me.
Can't you just use plant growth on it? The spell?
It's not necessarily going to work like that.
Doctoral thesis over this.
Mm-hmm.
The clippings of a golden tree have always given rise to a silver tree, not another golden tree. We don't have one of those either. I don't want to understate this. This is very significant. I've wanted one of these my whole life.
Oh, you're welcome.
What are the properties of a silver tree?
Protection against evil, banishment of fiends and unnatural
We could do with some of that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win here.
It's a lesser source of vital energy than a true golden tree, but the great silver tree that was planted in Debrook is a sanctuary. Fiends can't draw close to it. This is very, very special. This is very valuable. I've always wanted one of these. So I'm going to say thank you until I find out more about how it happened, and if anybody's coming after it, I'll take care of this. Thank you.
I got permission, so they can't take it back.
Yeah.
The provenance of these is still very complicated. I'm just going to take this for now. I will,
Okay.
I'll see if I can give rise to its true lineage. But even if I can't, this will go a long way.
Okay. Maybe don't tell anyone you have this and that it came from us.
I would appreciate it if you would talk to Elnow or someone about this so I don't have to. Because I'm not going to.
Okay.
Until I have to. Unless I have.
Oh, told you that.
We swear oaths when we sign up for this job, all right? In Wintiori, there's oaths involved. So I would appreciate it if you would have that conversation first. Since our conversation hasn't exactly... I'll keep quiet as long as I can.
Okay. Thanks, Siggy. Have fun.
Siggy out!
Siggy.
Siggy! All right. Are a lot of you done?
This seems like a win.
Yeah.
We should do this teenage drinking thing more.
No, I almost got my head chopped off.
I think it's going to go as
that
well
was
as
horrible.
this time.
I mean, you said you were having a great time until like the whole kidnapping thing. And now we're blacklisted from the kidnapping.
Yeah, I see that as a win. I don't see it as a blacklist. I see it as we are not wanted to be kidnapped anymore.
Yeah, that means that now we can just drink and everything's fine. Right?
You didn't put any of that culture shit in our drinks, right? Like that was all real? Just looking at Mantra.
Whoa, that's a very serious accusation, Garnet.
And also,
I don't know. I don't know what culture does to drinks.
to be fair, Garnet has before spiked a drink and thought it was completely fine, so it may not be an accusation.
It was for the greater good, okay? And he brought us to the Silent City once, so it's like I would rather go to that tavern than the Silent City.
You would?
Good to
Well,
know.
People wouldn't kill me in the Silent City because it's silent.
I actually wonder, what
I think maybe they could kill you, but just no one would hear them do it.
what if we went to the Golden Bough in Dream?
They might be able to kill you.
If anyone's also a Dream there, I guess.
We should go tell Elle now about
should.
everything after the entering the tavern.
Yeah,
Not the
just
before
like,
part.
wow, that's a real coincidence that happened.
She totally knows we drank, but let's not talk about it.
It's a breath of relief, honestly. I didn't know if you'd want to tell Elle now, but I feel better about this.
Just a collective understanding that it happened, but there are other things to be concerned about.
I'm
Yep.
just saying, like, we should make a plan about killing all the Fae that keep coming here.
Yeah, or stopping them coming here rather than murdering them once they do.
Yep. Let's work
We'll
on
see.
some preventative measures.
You know what they say? An ounce of prevention's worth a pound of murder.
They do say that. I've heard that.
Well, to prevent them would mean to go and find all this dawn magic to reinforce the sphere that the dead guy messed up.
I mean, not necessarily. Could come to some kind of understanding with these Fae who have blacklisted us.
We've got it on this one. We really should focus on the sphere first. There are multiple plus, like, upsides to that one.
I mean, there's multiple avenues too. I mean, I'm not saying we should ignore the, sphere thingy. It's very important.
Why are we negotiating with terrorists? They're trying to take over the academy and are kidnapping children and trying to behead them. Why are we trying to have an agreement with them?
They're just saying there's multiple ways to approach a situation. There always is. And if you don't think about them, then that's more that the enemy is thinking about that could be used against you.
Well, that's why Undamalar is the chief diplomat and not us. So let's go ask.
That would have been a substantial promotion for some 50 years.
Maybe one day. Lots of growing to do.
All right. Hi, all now.
Hello.
I'm in. I'll change the scene. Give me a sec. She's like, it's 3 a.m. She's still like, she's got her prestidigitated, her makeup and everything. No, it's like she was waiting for this. Okay. So, how's your night going?
Long.
Oh, yeah. It's just imitating Athalor. I'm like looking tired. That's two people who probably don't get tired.
Let's have it.
She's like a cyborg imitating human behavior. Like, yeah, fatigue isn't that a thing, fellow humans?
So,
Looks at
what had
Matra
happened?
as the innocent one to explain everything.
Oh, it's okay, sure, yeah, all right. So we were hanging out, and all of a sudden there was a knock on the door, and long story short, we opened the door, and it was the Tavern of the Golden Bough. And so, walked in, and they were like, "Oh, we want to do the games thing, challenge your academy," and we kind of did until. I mean, I can't really say this any other way, not to throw you under the bus, Garnet, but
What?
You let him talk.
You got some branches of the Golden Bough. There was some hot guy named Milo who let Garnet have some branches.
1,000 years old.
He was hot.
He didn't look it though.
He was an asshole.
He was kind of an asshole. And then these games were pretty dangerous, and we kind of almost maybe got hurt. Well, Garnet specifically, in like a mortal peril kind of way, and so Garnet wasn't really having it anymore, and threatened to, destroy their Golden Bough tree unless we left, and then we got kicked out.
Hey, I say we exited.
Oh.
Okay, we exited voluntarily. And I almost got my head chopped off. I gave my life for my friends. And
Speaking of having a head chopped off, we kind of got kicked out with the head of a green fey night creature and exited. And we fed it one of the branches of the Golden Bough, and it regrew. He regrew his body. It was a wood body. It was kind of crazy, honestly. I mean, we've seen some crazy shit, but that was, and then sent him on a quest, I suppose, to get some fruit of the Golden Bough.
And I put like a void glyph on his hand so that he would come back within a year. But I can't really concentrate on the void glyph, and I've already forgotten about it. So, but he doesn't know that. So he's gonna come back within a year because Athalor, when he made his little agreement, didn't put like a real timeline in that. And you always got to put a timeline on your agreement. So I made an agreement, but like not a real one. And he has like a glyph on his hand. So
yeah, we know that for next time now. And we gave 3 of the remaining Golden Bough branches to Sig.
to grow,
tried
because
to
he's
grow
so
them.
smart. Yeah.
He was
Oh,
pretty
and
hyped
that
about it.
person that we met in Shadow Underage, she was there.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
true,
very
too.
nice. She was gonna help me, not die.
She was?
Oh yeah, I messaged her when I was about to get my head chopped off, and I said, "Please don't allow this to happen." And she was on my side, and she
What'd
seemed
she,
very nice.
what'd she say?
She said, "I don't know, something like I got you," basically.
So overall, quiet night.
And to be fair, I didn't. Okay, they tried to kill me with the stupid game. They're trying to take over Ioth Academy, and we have some very disturbed students that were with us that were hanging out and didn't want to be there. They were very disturbed and shocked at the scene, and I just did what I had to do to make sure everyone was safe and to help us exit, keyword exit,
Yep.
by putting one of those void glyphs on the tree. But I only concentrated on it enough for it to kind of wilt, so they know I was serious. Like I meant business, because they weren't going to listen to me, and they really, it's hard to cause any harm there, right? Because there was some kind of weird magic thing about not harming people, and I probably should have picked up on that before my head got chopped off. But like I did the void glyph so that they would listen to us and help us leave, because they weren't gonna let us leave unless it meant like taking over Ioth Academy or some bullshit. So yeah, they kicked. We exited after they took my threat seriously.
Yeah,
And
the tree is fine.
Yeah, we got this nasty coin as well.
And the tree is fine. They got rid of the void glyph, which is kind of interesting that they could do that. I've never had that happen, but whatever.
Yeah, that Milo guy did that. Seemed kind of, a little strange, a little powerful, kind of like this. Everyone kind of respected him, just had that air of just like authority and power kind of thing.
Didn't respect me. Tried to give me milk as a drink, like I'm some 5-year-old.
I mean, that was kind of funny though.
No, and he's feeding alcohol to children. So
you're
he's a bad
feeding
person.
alcohol to children.
I mean, me? There's no children. No, I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah, but no, Garnet did a good job. The whole vibe of the bar changed, and we exited promptly after.
Yeah, there was like
very,
red
very promptly.
caps and Terra Nimbus people there, and the vibes were just not on as it is.
Extremely prompt exit.
One hag who didn't seem to like Garnet.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, we.
Oh, slip and slide for the boggles were there.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, that was our night. How's yours going?
Oh, I also threatened the Knights of Terra Nimbus, and they didn't do shit.
Yeah, they left, didn't they? They just kind of
Yeah, they
hecked off. They
were so
abruptly
scared.
exited.
They were so scared.
Yeah. We did great.
And we're alive, so yeah.
And we're here to tell you first, because if we tell you first, we can't get in trouble.
That's crazy gaslighting. I'm here for it.
Technically, we're telling you second after Sig.
No, see, Sig told us to tell her. So as we're telling her, we're telling the truth. So good people tell the truth.
I mean, Sig doesn't even know all this. Sig just knows he's a hot guy.
We didn't actually tell Sig much at all. We just gave him some ranches and said, make these.
And he's very happy.
Yeah. We've made one of your faculty very happy tonight.
We can make a ton of money off these trees if they grow. And even if they don't grow, they turn into silver trees, which are also very good for the academy. What do you think, Master Elno?
You got that little thorough bit.
We're not drunk, by the way, just in case you were wondering.
Completely
we're
sober. Test me right now.
Yeah. Exactly. Me too.
Wait, are you actually?
Oh, I'm completely sober, yeah.
I got a buzz. I down my side.
You had one cider.
We can't even make stupid teenager decisions without some fourth dimensional magical shit happening. This
That's
job
pretty
is
crazy.
great.
Yeah, it was like an act of God or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for telling me all that.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
I think you handled that the way that I would, though not the way that I should, if that makes sense. I'm going to let Untermaler know. Untermaler can deal with the Fey courts, and I think that's all for now.
Oh, that reminds me. They might still think we have the head of that Fey Knight.
Good detail.
But we released him. He's fine.
Yeah, we did, but they
And
might
we
think
regenerated him a better new body with the golden thing.
That's interesting.
plus one.
Okay, thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Untermaler will deal with the diplomatic side of this, and you should get some sleep.
So what are we doing about the Fae that just come here and kidnap kids? Because see,
We'll
I
deal
said
with that.
violence. They said like diplomatic stuff. Diplomacy.
I'm in the middle of violence and diplomatic stuff.
Honestly, violence.
Remember,
I'm
like
like convincing.
Democratic
10
too.
Do you remember 10 seconds ago when I said that our head diplomat and war mage would handle that?
If you want to just pass along like how we feel
Yes,
as the
I will
target
be-
audience
I-
to
yeah,
the
I will-
Fae.
I will
That
do
is
something
true.
about this. Untermaler will do something about this. Your opinion has been noted and logged and will be transferred to the appropriate authorities, i.e. me. I'm not mad. I don't fucking know what I am. But it's not mad.
Grateful I'm alive because I almost
Yes,
got
I'm-
beheaded.
I am grateful that you're alive. I am grateful that you are all alive. Thank you
Hopefully
for
in
not
possession
being
of
dead.
like 2 or 3 silver trees to protect this place from fiends.
This whole bullshit fairy games, all these Fey courts and their laws and their tricks and their rules. It is possible that they maybe take a more direct approach if they don't feel like you played by their stupid fucking rules.
We technically won the games, just saying. So
Okay,
Is that
but
important?
they can be notoriously noodly about these things. So I'm going to have Untermaler deal with that, and hopefully they don't declare war on us. If they do, they're assholes. But I can't stop people from being assholes as long as they exist, and I can't kill everyone because then everyone would be dead. So you go ahead
Science.
and get some sleep, and I will deal with that.
okay.
Okay.
Do we
Good talk.
like since we got like these really rare branches, do we like get anything?
Is there a quest reward?
It's like do we get a hall pass out of class? Like do we get an A on
Since when do you
botany?
even follow the fucking rules around here, you three? What more do you just... Good job. Well done. Thank you.
Hold my horn back.
No. Fuck no. I highly advise that all 3 of you go straight edge. All right?
I'm sober.
Good for you. No one likes a square. Actually, you know... Nope. Bad idea. Good night. Good night.
Wait, when do I have to say it? You started to, and then you stopped, but that means you have to say it. That's the rules.
So that particular gate, that particular door that opened up, it's another one of those things that doesn't follow any of the rules. Doors to the Golden Bough. All right?
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter what wards we had up. It doesn't matter what dimensional anchoring we had. There was a party. The door to the Golden Bough opened. Kind of like how mirrors work, except less horrible. But
It
given
was
that
kind of horrible.
less horrible. I didn't say not at all horrible. But my point is, if the three of you have been booted for life, then another door like that shouldn't pop up while you're around. And if it does, you shouldn't be able to go through.
Yay!
So you can still drink to deal with your problems.
Should I get rid of this weird cursed coin or whatever?
Yeah. Why don't you hand that to me? I'll put it in the vault just in case.
Ah, souvenir mug. Okay, put it away. Sorry.
Mugs back in Dorina's room.
Oh,
If you want-
that one?
If you want, yeah, if you
Oh.
want the mug, the to-go cup. Do you still have your milk glass?
I didn't fucking drink anything they gave me. I'm not stupid.
Oh,
Just a
absolutely
little.
slightly ashamed. Having drank a lot of things.
Okay. Good night. I'm glad you're
Sweet
all okay.
dreams.
That's not likely.
Good night.
Good night.
Andra, since you're the square, you're driving the carpet home.
Yep, very square. But remember what Elnow said: you can't kill everyone because then they'd all be dead. Wise words.
And you can
Wise
solve your
words.
problems with alcohol.
That she did kind of say that at the end. That
Yeah,
is-
she did.
She is the best teacher ever.
She's a cool aunt.
So tomorrow night, guys, same time.
On the way back, Garnet, you receive a message from your sending stone.
You
from Inaros.
You up? I'm
I
dead.
mean, that jokes. Say no more.
WYD. No, actually, it says, I am alive. Assassination attempt. Reports of my death are false.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can put that bitch on speakerphone, but if not, then I'll tell the party.
Relay. Yeah, that's fine. You can relay.
Wasn't he going to the Ravener place by the desert?
Yeah.
Is your mum with him?
I don't think so. No.
Are you gonna say anything back?
I don't know what to say.
Glad
What?
you're okay.
Just heard. Glad you're alive.
I only have so many words.
You up?
Where are you? I guess
You need
I'll think of a message, but
I mean, you can't really ask. Oh, it's one of those once a day ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can just reply, and that's
He
it.
can't. Yeah, he can't respond to your response.
Yeah, but we're about to go to sleep, and then it'll be like the next day, and then you can.
Yeah, the dawn is about 2 hours away.
It's true. It's true. It will
That's
recharge
fine.
shortly.
Need help? Question mark. That's just like 2 words. That could be a lot.
Where are you? Maybe how many? Did he say how many injured? He just said
No.
he injured. I can come to you. Yeah, I guess. Where are you? How many injured? I can come to you. Probably fits in 25 words.
For sure. It does.
If you've got 2 words to add, need help at the beginning to see if he actually wants you to come.
I didn't ask if he wanted help. I'm gonna help him. I'm one of
Darn
those.
it.
Oh, and
Congratulations, you're being rescued.
Why don't you giving people choices?
Do not
mix
resist.
well.
Do not resist. I'm helping. I'm helping. Don't resist. And who tried to assassinate you, or who assassinated?
Who done it?
Who did it?
That's 2 words. Who done it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got plenty of room.
Oh, you could have a poem in there. Have a haiku.
Oh yeah. Who tried to assassinate you? I've got lots to tell you too. Smile. Smile face.
An
It's
emoji
fun
counts
because
as
it
one word.
rhymes.
Yeah, probably fits.
Okay, well, you can wait till dawn for your answer.
I'd like to think that your sending stone has like the default iPhone ringtone. You're gonna do 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 boo do 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 do.
I guess we go to sleep? Question mark?
You get another sending spell, not from the stone.
He's got scrolls.
In hiding with the army. None. Stay far away. Fiends. How would he finish this?
You what?
Enemy.
What you?
So what's up?
Enemy thinks successful.
Oh.
Tell no one.
Whoops.
Heart is with you.
Oh, cute. He said tell no one.
Okay. Well, you've already told us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I tell you guys a lot of things.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe we should have Mantra use Red Knot's Ball to have a little look?
Yeah.
Have a little look.
I was going to ask, or is that a gross invasion of his wishes? But yeah.
I mean, yes. Please.
Well, he didn't say come look. He just didn't say to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like. Actually, maybe you're right.
Just take a look.
Okay. Scry.
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 Scry and Naros.
Why don't you scry about it?
All right, let me look up the duration of this spell.
Oh.
8 hours. Okay. 404 not found.
What?
Wow.
Oh, they've got some kind
Didn't
of
work. Blockage. There was a blockage.
Well, that's only happened when
they-
someone's been in the void or dead.
Or in a private sanctum or something.
Yeah, like in Kalor's court or something.
Mm-hmm. I guess he really is in hiding. Makes sense.
Hmm.
I mean, we could always check again in the, I was going to say morning, but it's like 3 a.m. We call it like a late lunch.
Well, how are we going to help him if we don't know where he is and can't tell anyone and don't know where anything?
I mean, at that point, we can't.
Yeah, great question. It's one that we can figure out after a sleep.
Okay, fine. Gonna just
Okay,
try and
good,
sleep all that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you have to sleep in my room or something because your dream dad?
Yeah. And in case someone tries to kidnap and behead you again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I move all of that shit that the sage presumably had sent to my room for I've got like 17 dream catchers in a row above my head.
Amethyst dangling from all these mobiles, you know.
It's gonna take an hour to just move all that.
So the next time that you're in Drina and Renovi's room,
I guess we'll stop by there before bed.
They're both
Especially
like
to check on Sven.
curled up. All three of them are just like curled up in a pile, and Renovi's like, we didn't even. It wasn't even booze.
Good party.
We didn't steal any booze. But thank you for. Cyrus is obviously looking a little bit tired. They're all like tucked in. He's got them all tucked in with blankets. There's bottles of there's like water next to them, but not within arm's reach, so they knock it over. The cup that you brought from the Golden Bow is corroded, rotten. Still
Yucky.
intact, still holds liquid. It has withered like it was exposed to void magic.
Oh, just some like bespoke punishment. How quaint.
It was Milo.
Wait, the mugs are full of void corruption?
They look like they were hit with one of your void glyphs, but there's no void glyph on them.
Are the mugs made out of wood?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they're
wait a
wood
minute.
from the tree?
It doesn't look like the same wood.
I guess I'm not even there. I guess because it was just you that went, or did we all go? Or
Unless y'all, I would. Munch would offer to like, stop by to check on them before bed. So if you want to,
I figured that Garnet might come see Cyrus.
I guess yeah, we can just all be there then.
That's strange.
Do you still want to keep that, Garnet? Oh, in fact, it would suit you, but never mind.
I don't want a fucking mug full of holes.
No holes, just little
mildly
corrupted.
stanky.
Yeah.
Am I able to like check on the curled up people to see if they have any void corruption or any signs of that?
Yeah, go ahead. Nope,
Oh,
they don't. Or at least they don't have any visible signs of like rot, and I don't think you have a way to detect invisible void corruption. You know, the kind that you just eats away at your soul.
oh.
But only the mugs seem to have been affected.
Can I tell if that's my void magic on that mug or
It's not void magic at all. It just looks like it. No actual void magic was used.
so it just looks?
It physically, like the symptoms match, but there's no void magic has touched it.
Do like a little Arcana check to know if there's like any way to like reproduce like other types of magic to like you just not doing that type of magic, but just like I don't know, reproduce like artificially kind of thing.
Yeah, do an Arcana check.
Like so, if Milo is actually like giga powerful, he could just like do something that's akin to it. Arcana a 9.
9.
I'll use my last personal lucky dice before actual bed.
11.
Heck, these dice.
Any other takers?
Just kidding, the dice are amazing.
All the Americans in the chat having a bad time.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll do an Arcana check. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 25.
Okay. Void magic is super obscure. Necrotic energy does like wither and rot things, so it can be very similar. But none of that was used either. With a 25, if these certain entities exert raw control over their realms, the places like their domains, this was taken from the Golden Bow. It's still in some way a part of it. And it was just altered by the ruler of that domain.
Interesting.
I would like all three of you to roll an insight check for me, please.
Hey.
12,
Nice.
and 19. Mason, you recall 2 words that are just now coming back to you. That Milo spoke as he was sort of resting his hand on the tree before he wiped off the void mark.
What was it? What did you say?
Not again.
Not again. Oh, okay.
In a weary tone of voice.
Not again. What the
Not
fuck?
again.
Oh, dude.
I guess let's
Your milk
say
went on
that.
Mirek's tab.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
second.
wait a minute.
Yeah, like Milo did say, not again. Wonder if someone's tried to void the tree before?
I mean, the goal of the void is to stop the cycle, right? Maybe the tree is an integral part of the cycle.
Like it's kind of like the representation of it, the manifestation of the cycle as a whole.
Did Elno look like she recognized the golden bough when we talked about it? Or is she like confused face? Oh, you're muted.
+1 XP.
+1 XP. She knows about the tavern. She's aware of its like ability to connect almost anywhere in the world. And she knows about like the magical properties of a golden bough tree. But that's about it. She didn't like hyper react to much of what it's not like when you said you put a void mark on the tree. She was like, oh my god, that's a super rare tree. But that was about the level of it.
Don't mess with tree lore.
I don't imagine Merrick's ever said anything to me about a golden bough during studies.
Correct.
Well, it wasn't the first. Won't be the last.
Won't be the last?
Well, if they fuck around, they're gonna find out again. They've been fucking around a lot and have been finding out numerous times.
At least more than once.
Should have better games. Maybe they won't upset people.
I feel like the games were like not so much the golden bows thing as it was the bears thing.
How was I supposed to
The
know?
golden bow was just a venue as a whole.
How was I supposed to know? I almost got my head chopped off and I didn't get an explanation on anything.
Now you do know, so.
Well, Milo wasn't very helpful, and he kind of deserved it.
He was hot, that is true.
Yeah, but the personality makes him like a 5.
Wait, didn't he give you like 4 priceless?
He didn't give me. I took 4 priceless branches.
Oh.
And he didn't let my
he
familiar
gave
grab
you.
it. He
Oh,
said,
let
I asked
you
if I
have
could
them?
take it, and I
Mhm.
went and picked it myself. I'd got Una to go and do it, and he wouldn't let Una do it for whatever reason. But I could easily stroll on by and do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. But if it's so priceless, why can a random kid he just met take some branches?
I think he knows that you're not a random kid.
Well, he was okay with letting me get potentially beheaded, so.
I think
Well, I mean-
he likely knew better than anyone else that that wasn't going to be the case.
Well, he
Yeah.
would have
He
said
didn't
something.
know.
So he's in
should have
on
said
making
something.
me miserable. You know what it's like
I mean,
to feel like you're
that's
about to
fair.
die and see an axe come down on your neck? It's not very fun or hilarious.
Well, I actually do know. So do you.
Well, it wasn't fun that time around either.
It wasn't.
Mhm. No, not quite.
Do you think
He
we
is
fucked up?
guilty of that. What do you mean?
I feel like this guy might be a complication for us at some point.
The knight
Milo?
that you made a deal with? Or Milo?
No, Milo. Well, in about 7 years, Tree Guy will come back. We'll grow our own golden bow, blackjack and hookers. It'll be better. Don't know how to make the extra dimensional tavern, but that's going to be so much more knowledge. We'll figure it out.
I mean, you might be right. It's just if we're banned from the Golden Bough and that's like Milo's thing, he's there. Seems unlikely we'll cross paths.
True. I imagine that we don't go much further than that. Does mean that there's not as much of a safe place if you want to meet with potential. I'm sure there are other places like that where people can't fight, right?
Yeah.
Why? You should fight your enemies. Stop talking to your enemies. They're enemies for a reason.
How are you going to tell them to, eat a dick?
Tell them before I kill them.
See, you're talking to your enemies.
Yeah, well, I don't need a tavern to do that.
That's very true.
So can we go find an Aros now somehow?
No, I mean, sleep and then try to.
Yeah.
Oh, I
find
thought
a-
this was the morning. Okay, good night.
Good night.
All right. Good night, Sven.
Okay, let's go
Goes
find it
over. Because very gently gives Sven a kiss top over her head and then tiptoes
Doesn't
out of
kiss
the room.
Cyrus, leaves the room.
Oh.
Yeah, my himbo needs rescuing, and you try to cut my head off. So later.
It's like the Toy Story like drops Andy.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Play with you.
So if you all want a long rest, it's gonna be like 11 noon when you wake up.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Normal shit. You can all go ahead and gain the benefits of a long rest. It is now the second day of Playvest. The first day when field trips were supposed to be happening, which field trips are currently on pause while they figure out how many people are going to try to kill them if they go on a field trip to the fairy world. Or the Sky Kingdom. Or the Underworld.
All the other worlds.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a thing right now, you know. There's a lot of complications with that. Today is supposed to be a school day.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have those anymore.
What are you doing?
Getting up at midday, apparently.
Just trying to assemble the squad to find an Aros, I guess.
All right.
Like call mantra, like mantra, use the orb, mantra. Mantra,
Orb
use
time
the orb.
again. I'm using the orb.
Still
Thinking
blocked.
really hard. Ponder. Nope. No go. Still under blockage.
Is there a way to like use the orb but then keep zooming out until you're out of the sanctum?
You would have to zoom it. You'd have to look for something else nearby, and it depends on the exact spell because some spells just it can't be perceived. So like you'd have it. Oh yeah, we're gonna not look in that room. We're gonna look elsewhere, and it's like that area is 404 blurred out static, right?
Well, go try scrying Garnet's mom.
You also never responded to his sending spell last night. His second sending spell. But
didn't have a sending spell, but
it's done now. You can, and it's during the day. You can get access to sending spells as needed.
Oh yeah, are you gonna scry the mom? Is that what you said?
Yeah, can I try scrying Garnet's mom? See if she's like talking about it or something. Maybe we get some info.
She
Little leaks.
is also blocked.
Oh, everyone's blocked.
Bro, what?
Actually, I think that might just be from if she's in like the Bronthan palaces. I think there's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about Pevon?
Pevon. Scry.
Yeah, him you're able to see. He is on the walls of Brontha, drilling with the other Knights of the Phoenix.
It's just drilling on the wall.
Can we scry from like nearby somebody or
You have to lock it onto a person or a place, and nearby someone is not a specific place.
Let's think. Where would a messenger from Inaros going back to the Bronthan capital go? You went to one of his places on the walls, right?
Oh.
Where would a messenger arrive? That might have some indication of where he's hiding.
I forget, does the crystal ball, does the orb of scrying, does it give audio or is it visual only?
Should be audio.
I think it gives AV.
Is it different like the scry spell, the orb?
If it's a no, it should just be the scrying spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see in here.
Okay. From watching and listening, everyone nearby Pevon is grim. And they are talking about the death of Inaros.
Oh, they don't know.
Yeah, he said that in the message that nobody knows.
Yeah, rumors are not true, but
If
the
it's about the
reports.
death of Inaros, do they know where it took place? We could scry there and then maybe expand the search area.
I mean, we'll scry for as long and see if they mention any place or anything.
In the middle of the war camp, of the army marching south.
Middle of the war camp.
Some enormous fiend just loped out of nowhere, wielding curved knives, and slaughtered him.
Can I magical entity analyze what the hell that is?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you know who would
Arcana?
know?
Arcana with
Spymaster would
advantage.
know.
Spymaster would know. A 28. The Faceless.
Ooh.
The Faceless are a society of fiendish cutthroats who make their services available to anyone willing to pay the price. That price is souls. Upon successfully completing an assignment, the killer returns to its employer wearing the proof of its success, the face of its target. Nobody knows for certain where they reside. They're usually hired by fiends, by devils. They work through intermediaries, and they are bound by a number of strict guidelines. They never kill unless they've been specifically given a target. They can never take assignments other than those given by their superiors. A target is assigned one faceless who must succeed in that mission or die trying. If the assassination fails, as in the faceless dies, the fee is returned, and the former target has the right to hire one of the faceless to kill the original employer free of charge. They are large shapeshifters. They can turn invisible. They can teleport, and they wield kukris, and they just absolutely cut you to pieces.
That's kind of sick.
Are they like common or sort of rare?
No, they're very rare. It's a
So
secret
that's-
society of fiends.
So it's just a bunch of Agent 47s.
Can we scry on someone who has an Inaros face?
No,
Fuck.
because that's not a specific person.
Did want to try Spymaster Seer. See if he's yapping about things.
Oh, he absolutely just lives and dies. Like, he's a spy master. You're not scrying on his ass. He has like
For sure.
Oh.
rings of mind shielding and all that nonsense.
Yeah,
Amulet of
you
proof
know.
against detection. He knows all the tricks. You could ring him up if you want.
Where
Fair
was
enough.
the Marshal's Tower? If we scry in there, maybe there's some manner of map that would indicate the path of the army. We could scry along there and see if we can see where this attacked war camp is.
Yeah. Tells that location to Mantra and
Scry.
They are practicing pretty good information security. They don't leave maps of war plans lying around in places that aren't secured from scrying. Someday in the future, when there's less powerful magic lying around, these sorts of countermeasures will be less common. But we are in the age of legends right now, and so this crap is everywhere.
Okay, let's scry a Florida bathroom and see if it has any sensitive documents.
do you have the world map somewhere?
Yeah, let me stand by.
Because we knew where the Raveners where he was going. So wasn't it someone said in chat like Naramu? Is that where? Because he told me his plan, so I should know that. Just stupid at writing it down. So where is Naramu here?
I'll teleport you in a moment. I just have to get both of my systems going.
I think so. So on paper, I think that they probably go this way. Oh no, this way from Bronte to Naramu.
Roll. Are any of you in Untermalu's class?
I am.
Roll a history check for me, please.
Ta-da!
Natural 20. Okay. So it is
Nice.
strategically, it's very unlikely that they would cut a path through here because of all of this unclaimed territory. The Dune Riders don't really have they pass through this region, but they don't really control it. So it could easily, the Raveners who currently control this territory down here could have forces all over this place. Most logically, they would go through their allies, the allied priest kingdom of Izizudu. Also, given how recently they moved out, they probably wouldn't be much further than the border of Brontha at this point.
Oh yeah, can I triangulate like the last time he sent me a message, how many hours that was, and do fancy math of like, okay, if a horse goes like 60 miles per hour and he
Traveling
messaged
salesman. Okay, with that and with Athelor's natural 20 and paying attention in class, you are able to scry on the Bronthan war camp.
Nice.
The soldiers here, and this is the army that Inaros is commanding and leading. The soldiers here are quiet, but could I get Mason to roll an insight check, please?
Yep. And it's morning, so lucky die. Oh, 16.
The soldiers here are quiet, but they are not grim. They don't even act like it's something. They don't even act like something bad has happened.
Oh.
They're just chilling.
Check their hands.
Checking hands.
Their weapon. Well, I mean, you know, some of them might be lefties.
They seem like they know what's going on, but
I mean, do they have both hands, right?
They do have both hands. Yes. Sorry, I was thinking Miraclones. I wasn't thinking Sinister Horde. No, they have both hands.
So, and Inaros isn't there.
Correct.
Is there like unoccupied tents? Does it look like people are missing?
Nope.
So it's just Inaros and.
In fact, the army's on the move still. Like they haven't stopped. They're on the move right now.
I mean, I guess it was just assassination attempt, not like they would try to kill the whole army marching out.
That's how the Faceless work. One target.
So they don't know Inaros is dead, but somehow the news got to Brontha, and they're missing their marshal. So who's the captain?
Like one of a lower ranking officer is leading the army. Inaros is not leading the army. He's nowhere to be seen.
What the fuck?
Well, if Inaros is still hiding, that means the Faceless are still after him, right?
Well, they think it's successful, so that's why he's hiding, I guess. But I don't know. Unless, like, he went missing so recently that the army hasn't noticed yet, and he might be hiding nearby, or couldn't have gone far without them knowing, right?
Well, would they still be marching without him being there to lead them, though?
I guess.
I mean, would the Faceless not have left without Inaris's face? Is that not how they claim their bounty?
Yeah, so either Faceless still after him, or Faceless is dead.
Or the Inaris who contacted you is not Inaris.
Oh, they'd use the Sending Stone, right?
You have to use your real voice, like, it's your
Well, you have
voice,
to, like,
right?
be that
Yeah.
person who's attuned to the stone, right?
I mean, there's a world where maybe they were replaced by the same Miraclones that have been everywhere. I don't know what would send the Faceless away without its quarry.
Where's the war camp on this map, Gnomes? Between Izidu and Brontha?
Yeah, I don't have it on the map right now, but it's right here, traveling here.
So, in this 100-mile area?
Mm-hmm. It's in the process of making this crossing today. They would have been, like, here when the attack happened.
Could you hire a Faceless to kill another Faceless?
Good question.
How do you even hire them?
You have to work through demonic or fiendish intermediaries. They have people that you have to go through. You never work directly with them.
Spymaster Seer would know.
Spymaster Seer might know. More like Iron Empire type people would definitely know.
Well, Seer would know a guy who knows a guy.
Seer might know a guy who knows a guy.
Same guy with that mantic.
Am I still stupid? Like, I don't understand how the army doesn't know or care or
Well, the
realize
army,
he's gone.
I think the army does know. They seemed quiet, but not grim. Not as
So,
grim
like-
as the people of Brontha who had heard the news that he died. So
It's
I
just weird that the
assume there
news
would have
didn't
been.
get to him or to that army. Like,
Well,
Brontha
I
heard
think.
before the army.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But I would assume that they know that he is alive and hiding.
Would you like to phone a friend?
Why don't we just message my mom and ask? Is Inaro's dead, bitch? Like, why haven't she told me?
Do you want a message?
I guess is it better to just do we want to go there or do we want to just message back and forth?
I think for now we should stay here until we know all we can. You should message your mom.
Okay, we'll go and commission some sending scrolls and ask the mom. I've heard news. What?
I'm also going to ask Mantra to try and stay with this group to see if we can listen and actually find out the Exo's name.
Find out what name? Sorry.
The next in line, the second in command.
Oh, sure, yeah. Keep scrying.
Hey, I've heard whispers of Inaros in trouble. What's going on?
We have simulacrums as body doubles. One of them, doubling Inaros, was killed. Army knows he's alive. Others do not. Drawing out enemies.
Why don't I have one of these? What the? I never got a body double.
I think it's like a 9th level spell.
Yeah, that's some crazy magic. That's 7th level, but still.
So she's essentially saying he's not dead then.
Correct.
Should we go rescue him? Question mark. What do we do? Question mark.
He's still with the army, disguised. No action required. You should come
Things
visit.
are all good.
Well, she should share news of people I like being fake killed.
And on that note, unless you had any closing comments, we'll go to detention.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome to Detention. It's episode 111, A Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy. Does anyone want to hit us with a fatty recap before we get going?
Oh,
I could.
Yeah, let Karan take this one.
Sure. All right, episode 111 of Ioth Academy. We were still, of course, at the inn and the Golden Bough, and the fairy games were commencing. We're doing the second test of loyalty. Marco had chosen the Green Knight and a halfling for the whole rest of the bar to choose between to kind of behead and kill. They all chose the Green Knight, and Marco kind of just popped off his head and helmet all in one. To which Athor had some quick thinking and snagged it with some magic, and then we threw it in the portable hole. And then it was time for Garnet to get beheaded. And we had to choose actually between Garnet and Cyrus, but we already had the plan for Garnet to get beheaded, so we voted Garnet. Garnet tried to get Una to steal a branch of the golden, not steal, but take a branch of the golden bough, but was caught by Milo because he's too clean with it. So to not get beheaded, Garnet went shadow form and made neck very small and dodged the blade of Marco swinging down, and with Athlor help of minor illusion to pretend like Garnet had popped off. Marco got really surprised. I was like, oh, that shouldn't have happened. But anyway, Marco's a little bitch and said we lost the game because only 60% of us voted for Garnet and Dorina, and I forget the other person's name. Renobi didn't vote on the same page. Then we went on to the third game, which is apparently going to be the game of merriment. Golden Bough offered us all drinks, and then at that point, Garnet got a little upsetty spaghetti at the situation, and convinced Milo to let her take some branches of Golden Bough, and take one for Athlor and Mantra as well. But she wrote a little void script on the tree, and then threatened to kill the tree unless we get the heck out of there, win the games. And then the whole bar got real quiet, real serious. It was all fun and games until you threatened to kill the Golden Bough, apparently.
The tree gets more care than kids, so whatever.
Yep. But Milo got real serious and kicked us the fuck out instantly. Or we exited swiftly.
Yeah.
We exited swiftly.
Your Honor.
We left of our own accord.
Volunteered to leave.
You certainly left. Which we, exited abruptly. But we still had the head, to which Athlor made a deal to, give that, because he was still talking, of course. He was still alive. Why wouldn't he be? Kind of feed him a branch, and he grew back a whole new body. And in that deal, we kind of gave him a quest to locate some fruit of the Golden Bough. So he did that, went off and said, okay, I'll return on my honor as a knight, no matter how long it takes or until I die. So that's pretty cool. Surely we'll see him soon. Then we took the rest of the branches to Sig, who was real shocked that we had them. But I was like, okay, Sig, here, a little project, have fun. We went to go tell Elle now and let her know everything that transpired. And she was like, all right, yep, heard. And then she condoned underage drinking, so that was pretty cool. Then Garnet got a sending spell from Anaros that he was apparently attempt was made on his life, assassination attempt. And people kind of still believe that he's dead, or some people in Brothel believe that he's dead, but it's false. He's in hiding. So we figured out that the assassins were the Faceless. And then we did a bunch of scrying, try to figure out what was going on, how to help. And then ended with Garnet messaging her mom, who wanted us to visit, but then we figured out things. They had simulacrums on the mall, and the simulacrum was killed instead. And I think that wraps it up.
Seems about right.
Simple enough, as always.
Very simple episode.
You gave us the recap, so Legs, give me your stars and garters.
Oh, okay. Star. Oh. I think watching you have a lorgasm in real time. What? that was it's rare that we get to stump you, but Lemon surely threw a little
fucky wucky
into my brain. Okay, so we get wishes. I want to see what comes of this freaking night, baby. I was like, making a deal with a face probably a bad idea, but it's probably gonna be fucking funny. let's give it a look.
Do it for the story.
Yes. So
I'm like hoping, a year. What is it?
I'm hoping Bruv turns up in episode 172.
It's a long time. That's why I put the tattoo. It wasn't even to be a bitch. I just want this guy to eventually come back.
Yeah, I need this spot hook to pay off pronto.
I didn't want to be blue-balled by him saying, yeah, I'll get it, just not during your lifetime.
All right, Lemon, you go.
Star, the fact that I got away with everything I didn't think I was gonna get away with today. Poggers for the will you allow it queen. You try until you can't, you know? And I was like, if I was like kind of sure on the you can't be harmed rule, but I was like, I don't want to metagame because we definitely figured that out in the tension. I was like,
Mhm.
I was trying to see if I could assemble the pieces based on the fact that we threatened the Knights of Terra Nimbus and they didn't do shit back.
Mhm.
And the red caps were there and they didn't do shit. But I don't think that was enough insurance to, I'm pretty sure my head won't get chopped off. So yeah. So we had to do some shit today to get the fuck out of that before more. It's gonna be more interesting now to visit them if that ends up happening or not. I don't know if we're gonna do a detour there because now she didn't follow the news that in our like fake killed / maybe killed, then doesn't give updates at all on shit happening. So it's like another layer of to worry about.
I am having internet issues. Yeah, robot